world-class bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, DeAndre.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages. USA, 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 USA. Fuck you, Russia. Fucking USA's taking home all the gold, bitch.
Are we? We have 198
Not
gold
all.
medals already?
I don't know about all that, but, you know, it's USA, baby.
Well, folks,
we slow play it at the beginning, and then once the athletics competition starts in the track and field, well, that's when we shithouse the medal standings and win the whole thing.
Well, folks, if you were expecting an Olympic recap show, congratulations. This is not it. So, up next is the last innings of a Big Rig Nick Utab.
I don't know how to follow that at all. I'm just not going to.
You follow it with a USA, USA.
Dude, I'm as pro-America as anyone else here. I want America to win all the gold medals. Why not?
That's right.
It's like the one time we can all put our shit aside and be like, look, I don't care. I just want us. Everybody wants to win.
Yeah. Because they're all on those sexless beds in Tokyo anyway, so ain't nobody getting none, so it's fine.
They're still banging. Dude, you can't stop the nut. Oh, yeah. Every Olympics, that's my favorite thing, hearing of where they go to nut. And it's just all the nut stories. It's just so funny. Never stops being funny. And they don't want them to fuck, but it's like, I'm sorry, you have all the best athletes on the planet in one spot together at the same time, and they all look good. They fucking.
Finally, to get through our introductions, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
I am excited because I only have one more day at my current job. Saturday. That is it. Once the clock runs out, I'm done with that because this is the very, very last episode for now that I know of, possibly going forward, that I will be broadcasting live from Camp Kendo as I will be relocating for a new job that starts in just a couple of weeks. There you go, Jeff. There's your
And that's how I feel about it.
Well,
so
hopefully you have, actual good internet as well wherever you're going.
I'm supposed to. But yeah, no, Monday, I since Saturday is my last day, one of my bosses on Monday tried giving me some information about stuff that starts next week. And I looked at him, I was like, I don't give a shit. I was like, I'm it. Saturday's it. I'm not here next week. I don't care.
When my show's end Saturday, I'm fucking gone.
Yeah, I don't care. It's done. It's dusted. It's over. I don't care anymore.
Hey, Dion.
Yes, sir.
If watching Dark Fate were an Olympic event, you would have the gold, the silver, and the bronze. Alexander the Great says if only watching Dark Fate was an Olympic event. Sir.
Sorry, I can't. Tim Miller said it. I'm scared of strong women, so I can't watch that movie. So I've heeded his advice because clearly it was super successful and I was wrong all along. So I can't watch it. Mackenzie Davis is a household name, didn't you hear?
Who?
Dion's favorite Terminator.
Who?
The most dangerous Terminator with a butterfly knife. Duh.
What?
Oh, I mean, her name is.
You're talking about the hell out of all horrible misogyny.
Yeah, there's just so much misogyny here right now.
So much misogyny.
It fucking hurts. So, folks, welcome in to episode 276, where we don't have to talk about Kevin Smith all night because, fuck, that guy.
Jesus. Crying about some. That video was another banger, by the way. That was really good, man. That was really good.
Now,
it was really good.
We'll talk about him a little later in the show. We'll have fun at Schuler Bob. But someone recently, a.k.a. Work Dart, said there's this new Snoke. Can you sell it? Sell it. Fuck you, Star Wars. Stay out of my shower. I actually have a screenshot. I wanted to share this real quick, guys, because there's new Star Wars branded soap. You can get Darkside Scrub, Only Hope Soap, Ruthless Rinse, and Wisdom Wash. And guess what? None of those soap scents feature any Star Wars prequel characters, boys.
Those fucking Sasquatch ads on Instagram and shit are so fucking weird. You know, they're pushing that weird ass fake narrative of like, if you stop using it and you smell that metal smell, that's you detoxing from all all the fucking deodorant stuff that you've been using for years, bro. You don't know what deodorant smells like. I'm just like, why the fuck are you keep showing me stills of dudes' armpits, Sasquatch? That's fucking weird. Knock it the fuck off.
That doesn't.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no.
I've heard people
advertising it.
that have said that soap is really good. However, I hate that fucking guy in that commercial. You're not a dish, you're a man, and that fucking throws a plate against the thing. I'm like, you look like my buddy Lunchbox in a way that I don't like. I hate you.
And when you call somebody Lunchbox, it's on a term of endearment. It's just kind of like, yeah, you're a few fries short of a Happy Meal, buddy.
No, we called him that because he was a big time eater of everybody else's food whenever we would go out and do things. So he'd finish all of our plates. So he was the lunchbox.
Hey, man,
you stored your food
that?
in him.
Not now.
It may have been inspired by Clerks. I don't know. My buddy Lunchbox. He lives up in Michigan now.
Oh, okay.
Inspiration to us all.
Yeah. It's and also like I know for a minute like the Sasquatch soaps were popular. And I love how like Disney or Star Wars was trying to get partner with them. It's like, oh, we'll make these soaps and they'll love them. It's like, no, you put your goddamn like Star Wars logo on everything, on fucking lettuce, on spinach, all kinds of bullshit like that, and nobody gave a shit. You even had the Star Wars logo on Campbell soup. Nobody fucking bought more Campbell soup. So I don't know what you're trying to do here. Like it's not working.
Yeah, the fucking shotgun. The fucking shotgun approach was pretty fucking weird. Where it's like, we're gonna put Star Trek. Maybe shit. All the properties are weird nowadays, but fucking, we're gonna put Star Wars on produce, and it's like, oh man, nothing makes my tomatoes taste better.
Lettuce.
That's right. Nothing makes my produce taste better than fucking branding.
For a minute, it sounded like he said nothing makes my produce taste better than Brandon, and I was like, I don't know who Brandon is, bro, but if it helps with parsnips and shit, cool.
Right? Yeah, like you're into what you're into, brother. Like
he's the gimp in the corner that him and Hillary use every now and again.
Hillary, get the gimp. He's sleeping. I said or you better wake him the fuck up, huh?
Oh, so that's what that thing was.
Oh God. So yeah, that was just kind of like the perfect timing to get a message about the Star Wars soap, because I saw that earlier and I'm like, Sonny Crockett says Star Wars for nothing on the St. Vitus dance.
Oh my God.
Oh, Sonny Crockett. Dion,
yes,
you need to watch the Miami Vice movie with me soon.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Underrated movie.
It's it ain't the greatest thing, but I don't feel like enough people talk about it.
Exactly. I love that movie. I love the soundtrack. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the combination of our boy Jamie Foxx and I almost called him Conor McGregor. Colin Farrell. Thank you. I'm like, oh, fucking Conor McGregor was in Miami Vice.
If it was Colin McGregor and Jamie Foxx, that'd be a crazy fucking movie.
That's a way different movie. Movie.
Now, folks,
Jamie Foxx and Conor McGregor doing coke.
That's the party I want to be invited to.
Yes, 100%.
And then
100%.
and then Quentin Tarantino shows up for no reason. It's like, all right.
Yep.
But that's when the
Conor McGregor's just like, stop touching my fucking feet.
Thank you. I was gonna say Tarantino can't help himself publicly. It's a foot, dude.
No. I'm surprised he hasn't made a movie yet just called Feet. And it's just pictures of feet and people randomly screaming the N-word for no other reason than it's a Tarantino film.
And it's on his phone. That's where it is.
Hey, Kendo, did we?
Yeah.
Was it you that I was talking to about the making of Idiocracy recently?
Yes.
Okay, so did we talk about how Mike Judge didn't direct that scene? They actually played the footage of an ass in front of the theater and they just started laughing like that naturally?
That's kind of sad.
It is very sad, man, but that's the state of the world. Folks, tonight we have a lot of stuff to cover. We're going to be talking about some good news, some bad news. The Ghostbusters trailer, the Black Widow lawsuit, the new Suicide Squad. It's the highest rated DC film ever, but so was the original. So we'll talk about that. Of course, we'll mention in passing, because this show operates a little independently from our other live show. We'll talk about Kevin Smith, He-Man Backlash, and if anyone actually gives a shit about Part 2. So before we start any of that stuff, folks, let's talk about our show. Let's start our show like we always do. Patreon. Nothing new to announce, but I'm going to be filming some extra stuff from the road trip that's coming up. So just a little trek across America. If you're into that sort of thing, check us out. we're going to be adding more. So we will be adding a bunch of hangovers and stuff, not this week, but the following week, because this coming week, next show, we will not have an episode. I'll be traveling across the country back to California. Things are on the normal schedule. It's been a fun summer. Got to hang out with family, see everybody, reconnect with friends. It was awesome. But now it's time to get back to the real world and take care of business. So, speaking of business, guys, we play a game on this show every week, our word game. We could call it, I don't know, we'll figure something out. But have we used the word turd before?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Describing movies, yes.
Well, then fine. We'll use the backup word bunghole. Or somebody in the chat said wang. How about we use wang? Have we used wang?
Wang's good. I don't think YouTube will flag wang right away. You know, so.
Not if we talk about Wang Chung.
That's true. I don't know. YouTube gets a little antsy here and there. So I mean, if if they hear wang too many times, they might be like, "What does it mean? Is it a new word? What do we need to watch out? Do we need to watch out for? What's going on?"
So I'm just going to take time to make the announcement that I've also changed my last name to Wang, and I just want to go by Wang. So there you go. There's how we get through the censors. Put my name in a movie title.
Kingdom of the Crystal Wang. Wang it is, folks. Hang out with your wang out.
Yep.
The 16-bit
Hard Wang
mascot knows what's up. Ooh, hard Wang.
Hold on. Kenda, what's the title we use to test these things?
Hot Wang Time Machine.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, we don't do a hot tub wang? Oh, fine.
Hot Tub Wang Machine works, too.
There you go.
What a great world we live in. So, folks, we're going to be having fun with that tonight. Now, while you guys are going to do your worst, I have some great news. I didn't even know about this, but there was a Die Hard prequel, and it is dead.
Thank goodness.
Did you guys know about this?
No.
But that's great news.
Yeah,
that is great news.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I like why, but Die Hard prequel killed hard by Disney. Die Hard producers say that the Godfather 2 style prequel isn't happening. Die Hard fans looking forward to driving deeper into the marital problems between John McClane and Holly Gennaro. Might want to sit down.
Yeah, don't
we
fucking
got
care.
Good news and bad news. First off, writer, she's Holly McClane back then. She didn't change her name to Gennaro until she got up to Nakatomi Plaza. So these marital problems you want to talk about, fuck you. Do your research. Watch the goddamn film. The good news is we'll never have to hear someone say the Die Hard prequel is a Christmas movie. The bad news, we're not getting a new Die Hard movie anytime soon. The Die Hard prequel, tentatively titled McClane, is dead hard. Following the Disney box office returns of 2013's A Good Day to Die Hard, producers announced a prequel reboot to the series. Oh, the story of how Gennaro ended up in Los Angeles will go untold, according to producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura. Yeah, it's not happening, he said. But what really is interesting is
we don't care.
Exactly. Thank you. No one wants to see. John,
nobody gives
don't show it.
Nobody gives two fucks about their goddamn relationship. Like that. That's why that was always like a C or D level story. Nobody fucking cares. We want him to like fight terrorists and like.
We want him to kill Krauts.
Yeah, we want him to kill. We want him to fucking kill bad guys. What we want. That's all we want.
Hey, who said they were terrorists?
Did they themselves claim to be terrorists?
No.
Asian Dawn.
Nope.
DAWN.
Yeah. Asian Wang.
WA.
He read about them in Time.
John Phillips of London. I have two myself.
Yeah, but like, okay. We don't really, me, somebody that loves that fucking movie series, with the exception of the fifth one I've never watched, and the fourth one I've only watched once and was like, meh. But the first three, dude, I can watch them interchangeably anytime like a lot. But the thing is, we don't care about what happened to McClane before he got on that plane to go to Los Angeles. We don't care about why she moved and changed her name. We can only assume their marital problems probably had to do with his dedication to the job and her getting into the workforce and getting this wonderful job opportunity. And that's what caused her to get pissed, move across the country and change her last name. Other than that, we can just speculate, and that's all we need to do, because until he steps off the plane and begins to start shooting not terrorists, then that's all that matters.
Listen, Kendall, we can talk about marital problems in men's fashion all night, but the thing that people need to remember is that they say they have that conversation. Like, we don't need to delve into that. It's an open and shut case. It's exactly what you said. She got a job. He was a dedicated cop. He didn't think it was gonna work out, and then they were just separated. And then, boom, fucking the thing that happens to all guys going through marital problems: terrorist attack, and you're able to fix it with your fucking estranged spouse. Duh.
Yeah. Hold on, okay,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that
Wonderful
happened
life,
bro.
bro.
They don't happen that
Exactly.
often. Jeez.
Exactly.
And then you know what ends up
things that we
happening
used
after
to.
that? You know what happens after that? You fix things with your spouse, and you're going back across the country to go east for the holidays. And damned if a bunch of rogue former army soldiers don't pull some hijacking shit and terrorize things, and you have to do it all over again.
At an airport.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then the real kick in the dick is a couple of years down the road, you're in New York, you're living the cop life. You and your wife are once again estranged because you got into an argument on the phone and you never called her back. And son of a bitch, the little brother of the asshole you threw off the building a couple of years previously, he shows up with his own bunch of like little terrorist goofs, and they proceed to steal all the gold out of like the stock exchange. It's terrible. You hate it when these things happen. But you know what? He made a good friend in Jesus.
That's right. He made
Jesus.
It's Zeus, not Hey Zeus. He said Hey Zeus.
Why do they keep calling you Jesus?
Do I look Puerto Rican to you? Every time he says that, I bust out laughing. That part
dude.
never. That's the funniest part in the
Sam-
whole
and
fucking
Samuel
series. Do I look
Jackson,
Puerto
Greek
Rican to you?
God. Bro,
Dude, and
Greek
Samuel
God.
Jackson
Not
plays
only
it
throw a
so
lightning
fucking
bolt up
well.
your ass.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
Hey guys, I think we might have won, or Andrew might have won the movie title already. Kiss, Kiss, Wang, Bang. I don't know what else.
Oh,
to say.
that's a good one. Also,
That's a good
shout
one.
Shout out to Val Kilmer.
Yep. I want to watch that documentary.
So you know that game like 6 Degrees of Separation?
Yes.
We can play that. We're like 1 degree of separation from Val Kilmer.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, we know a guy who works with him in this, like, he does like a pottery thing now. That's his hobby. And Jesse is like, through fencing, is friends with the guy that like works there or runs it or something. And he talks about his friend Val, and it's Val Kilmer. So it's really weird.
Well, I mean, how is he realistically? I mean, how is he doing? Is he doing okay?
What are the chances I
haven't-
can get him to sign my Tombstone movie poster?
No, but he'll sign anything with the saint on it.
Oh.
What a twist!
I guess that's a tangential win.
Anyway, let's
Just cut
actually
that part
talk
of the
about
poster
more of the
off.
stuff with tonight's show. So now, guys, we avoided a bullet with the terrible Die Hard prequel, but it looks like we're gonna get a shittier Predator film. You guys ready for this?
Oh,
I mean, is it possible to do that at this point? A shittier Predator film?
You guys ready to hear what it is?
yes.
Just pull the Band-Aid off, goddammit. Pull it off.
New Predator movie will be called Skull and will feature a female hero following the Predator's first journey to Earth. So,
What?
His first journey to Earth was already chronicled in a movie.
Yes, it was, and a very good one, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why we have to do this bullshit, but okay.
Well, here, I'll give you guys a little more information. New details have been revealed about Dan Trachtenberg's upcoming Predator movie as the final leg of production gets underway. During a recent interview with Collider, producer John Davis and John Fox revealed the new title will be Skull and probably 3/4 of the way through production. They also shared that Trachtenberg's film will be a female-friendly origin story tracking the Predator's first journey to Earth. It goes back to what made the original Predator movie work. Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Okay,
Copious
now-
amounts of action.
Yeah,
lots
Carl
of-
Weathers.
Lots of death in the jungle.
I'm going to read the rest of this article in a moment, but I want to take this time to use our platform accurately. World, Hollywood, who the fuck listens? You don't have all the elements to make these classic franchises work. I got the Predator, I got the music. Yeah, but you don't have a fucking 35-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger shooting shit up. You don't have Carl Weathers being a badass. You don't have Jesse Ventura. You don't have the human characters. It's the same thing, these bullshit Halloween movies. Fuck every Michael Myers fan that posted these stupid groups. Michael Myers sexy, is he this, is that? No, Michael Myers doesn't work anymore because his Dr. Loomis doesn't exist. Without having the man chase the monster, Halloween doesn't fucking work. So without Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Predator, it really isn't that relevant. Oh, but Jeff, there are more Predator movies without Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they all fucking suck. Like, what is a legit amazing film in the Predator lineage outside of the first one? You might like the second one. I know you do, Dion, but I'm a sucker for Gary Busey too.
Yeah, I would never say it's
aren't we
amazing.
all?
I would never make that goddamn claim. You know, I love too, but it's literally just Danny Glover yelling at things for 2 hours, which is fine.
I mean, Jeff, you talk about remakes and things like that. They're ready to do 3 more Exorcist movies for $400 million. There's a Chucky TV show coming up. There's even a Dawn of the Dead TV show coming up.
Wait, how a Dawn of the Dead TV show?
Yes, a Dawn of the Dead TV show by the channel we all know and love, Sci-Fi.
Oh, goody! Now is this going to be set in the Zack Snyder verse where everything is better?
No, but I have news about him as well. He has a prequel to his Army of Dead movie coming out, and also he's in production doing a sequel to that. So,
oh, thank God! Look, God,
yeah. So there are 3 movies to his goddamn zombie franchise coming out.
Great.
I, for one, am thankful.
God, it's just more stuff to torture Dion with, so it's fine. We'll do a lot of drunk watch parties with that.
He should just focus on making Black Wang moan.
Black Wang.
Or Big Wang and Little China.
I mean, China wasn't that little when she was taking this Big Wang, so.
Oh God,
that's a good point.
That's
a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
She was
She
had 2 words for us.
Dressed like Howard Finkel.
Let me add a little more to this Predator story before we move on. It's being likened to Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. It's ingenuity of a human being
What?
who was able to observe and interpret, basically stronger, more powerful than a well-armed force. So what we're hearing, folks, is, I swear to God, quote me on it, July 29th, 2021, the next Predator is the next Terminator Dark Fate. Email-led, gonna be the strongest, gonna be the bestest. Here's more, too. They don't know what the tone of the film will be. If it'll be an R rating or a PG-13. It all depends.
PG-13 won't work.
They don't even know.
Come on now.
Oh my God, dude. This is so ridiculous. And don't get me, I definitely agree with Darian. I would say that Predators was the last great one, because that one was an accidental great Predator.
Wait, the one that Rodriguez did?
Yeah, and surprised, even though.
No, yeah, I was very surprised about that one as well, because I think we had Requiem and Requiem Part 2 before that, and then he did one, and I was like, this was actually really good. And then once he did that, they're like, nope, never again. And then it's like, what? That was really fucking good.
Yeah, people really fucking loved it. I thought the characters in there were great, and you had a great female character in Predators, and he didn't shove it in your face like, hey, this is a woman who's awesome. And she saves the day all the time from the beginning of the movie. She was fucking awesome. That actress is fantastic, because she's in, was it Queen of the South or whatever? But it's just anytime it's gonna be Dark Fate levels of bad, because the fact that they're linking it to the Revenant without knowing what the rating of the fucking movie is going to be means they're just talking out of their fucking ass right now. And so once again, they're checking all the boxes instead of focusing on making it a great fucking movie. It's just the most ridiculous fucking thing in the world. Stop trying to get people who aren't going to hear about the movie until it's released to try and get excited for this movie. Like, I understand it. I get it. You want women to come see your movie. I understand that. That's great. You want Collider and Vox and fucking all these other goofy ass websites to love your fucking movie too, but focus on your movie, and you're clearly not focusing on it. Who the fuck cares if it's like The Revenant? That movie was hot for 5 fucking minutes. People don't talk about that movie today. The only other reason people talk about The Revenant is because DiCaprio probably should have won for Wolf of Wall Street. He finally got his fucking Oscar. The movie was pretty good, and now we could all sleep nice and soundly knowing that Leo has a fucking Oscar. That's why that movie was fucking popular.
Just like Tyler Perry.
Shut the fuck up. The point is,
I don't like that
nobody cares about using Predator as fucking social commentary. It's just not going to work.
We're going to
use. It's just not going to work.
We're going to use the Sarlacc-faced alien as social commentary for the Black experience in our movie. No, don't fucking do that. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yes, no one's watching the Predator to be like, yeah, man, I love people of color and women more now because of Predator, dog. I'm so glad I saw the movie of the alien with a vagina mouth, because now I appreciate vaginas more so than I did before I walked in this here theater. Thank you, Hollywood, for once again proving that not only do I need you to tell me about the ladies, but also aliens with vagina mouths turn me on, and I now know that. Thank you.
I kind of feel like
thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I feel like if you use the Predator as an introduction to how vaginas are, you might just scare a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
or you forget and you accidentally hire Olivia Munn and try to make her like an action star. That's what happens when you do that. And don't get me wrong, I actually liked The Predator. I understand it's not the greatest movie, and I didn't realize that I needed a Tom Jane, Keegan-Michael Key movie, buddy cop movie until I saw that movie. But
100%, no. That was, for me, that was the only good thing out of that, because their character, their like dynamic worked so fucking well, and I was like, can we get this movie instead? I want this one.
I know. Listen, I understand when people don't like it. I'm not dumping on it, but the Predator was at least somewhat fun. Randomly. I enjoyed it. It was just not greatly executed, and this is gonna happen again. Like I don't get what it is with this franchise. The fact that there are just two really good ones, and the rest. I mean, even I'll kind of put two as good, but the rest are just so. Like they don't know the tone of the movie that they want to have, especially AVP. AVP,
oh my god,
1 and AVP Requiem are just two terrible fucking movies. A prime example when you don't know what you want to do with a franchise like that. And they're doing it again. Like it's just like, hey, we're gonna make Jonathan Lathan an action star, but then kind of like forget to have a movie underneath it, and then the sequel is just gonna be weird as fuck and. It would be a small town, and we don't know the tone of our movie, but we're going to put it out anyway for Christmas. So fuck you guys, watch our stuff. And it's happening again. Like you don't tell me about your movie unless you know what the fuck you're doing. The minute you start with, hey, it's female led, it's like The Revenant, I 100% know that you know nothing what you're fucking talking about. That's the equivalent of the kid in school that's like, yo, my dad was a CIA agent, and he told me how to kill a man using just my first two fingers. Everyone's like, yo, shut the fuck up, kid. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure. Never mind.
God damn it! This is such a like already like this is the Charlie's Angel bullshit. Where like already they're setting themselves up for failure. Already, there's not even a one sheet. There's no tagline. There's no picture. There's no production stills. There's not even the fucking photo of a cover of a goddamn script. We're already there out of the gate being like, yeah, female empowerment. Go, you need to watch a movie now because of this. It's like you've already fucked up. You've already fucked up.
Yeah.
Good luck getting your money back now.
Yep, because that's the number one indicator that you have zero idea what you want to do with that fucking movie. Go ahead and give Elizabeth Banks a call and ask her how that shit worked out.
Now, guys, let's talk about life imitating art. Kendo?
Yeah.
You're a South Park fan, the biggest on the channel, I would say.
Yep, easily.
Do you remember the Casa Bonita episode?
I do. The Casa Bonita episode's great because it just shows you even further proof of how completely depraved Cartman is.
Now, did you hear that Casa Bonita has some financial issues?
I saw a brief headline today as I was scrolling through my news feed, and I did not get a chance to click on it, but I saw something. It had a picture of Trey Parker and Matt Stone, and it said something about them buying Casa Bonita. Yeah,
they're trying to buy it. I wish they would. I don't care what they do with it. I don't have any intention to go, but I think it's funny that the guy, like when a place is going out of business, the guys that made money from making fun of it want to bail it out or buy it. Yeah. So I hope that happens because I will. If they do buy it, I'll make my way out there to check it out.
Oh, dude, I'll be. Oh yeah, I'm only going to be a couple hours away from it if they put it in Denver, so of course I'll go.
Yeah, Casa Bonita. That was such a great episode. Fucking Cartman. Anyway. Moving on, just to keep South Park in the news. Oh yeah, guys. Before we get into a couple other things, Michael B. Jordan is in the news.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Because he was in Space Jam 2?
Yeah, right. He was so awesome in that. Said no one ever. No, but Michael B. Jordan is in the news because allegedly he's working on a new Black Superman project.
That's
Oh,
been going
boy.
crazy on fucking Instagram, and it's like this oh my people are just so enamored with this shit, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but
So
you know,
Michael B. Jordan is doing his own Black Superman project for HBO Max, separate from a planned movie. Now, this is coming from comicbook.com. So, I don't know. They're a blue check mark, so I guess they're better than we got this covered. But we're about to have 5 different Supermen. We have Henry Cavill, and there's a Taylor Hoechlin guy. Then there's going to be whoever's in the J.J. Abrams film. Then there's going to be Michael B. Jordan, and then Dean Cain's still Superman to me. But anyway, Brandon Routh still plays fucking Superman on TV.
This is going to confuse the general audience to no goddamn end. They're going to be like, why are they making this movie? There's no part 2, there's no continuation. Wait, hold on, he's black now? What's going on? Like, what are they rebooting the franchise? Like, it's going to confuse the general audience so goddamn much that they might just throw their hands up and be like, I don't care anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, and that's the thing that Superman in general has suffered from. And don't get me wrong, if the thing that worries me about the Michael B. Jordan thing is they're not for sure saying he's going to be Clark Kent. Like they won't confirm that he's Calvin or whatever. That's what worries me about that. Number one. Number two, there's just this weird thing about Superman that again they don't know what they want to do, and a lot of that I put blame is on CW, right? Because they tried to flood the market really quickly to ride the coattails of the DC movies. That a lot of people are just kind of like, oh, more Superman shit. It's they can't pick one flagship thing that they want to do now. So it's just flooding the market with Superman now. So now you're gonna have a separate Superman movie and an HBO Max film or series or whatever the fuck it's gonna be. You're like we're already have so much superhero stuff, but now it's Superman when we don't have a whole lot of good Superman stuff going out. It's just a recipe for disaster. The numbers don't fucking lie, and it spells disaster for us at Sacrifice.
Thank you, Scott.
Yes, it does.
I got to play Steiner Math for Mary on the High Council this week, and she was so lost.
She was
like Petey, just fucking trying to count. Like what? I've got chainmail on my head.
I don't even know anymore. Petey Williams, is he? Well, I would say has he ever been relevant, but is he still wrestling? Is he in AEW? Have they signed him yet, Kendo?
As far as I know, they have not.
I think he's with Impact still. I want to say, but
AEW wants to sign everybody all of a sudden now.
Yeah, it's very interesting how that shit's gonna work out. But it's sink or swim. I'm kind of excited to see the fucking pure pandemonium it's gonna create.
Sorry, I've been laughing at the West Wang for the last 20 seconds. So, folks, I think it's time to pay attention to your Wang topics, that is, in just a moment. So, let's take a break and get caught back up on some super chats.
Message!
All right. So, our first comes from our buddy Dr. Coffin Nails. He says, on vacation with my family. FYI, if I ever take a cross-country trip again, I'm freezing my effing family in carbonite until we reach our goddamn destination.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Dr. Coffin Nails, do you want to come on the podcast and tell us how you really feel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dr. Coffin Nails, hopefully you survive your summer trip so you can make it to Horror Hound. Nick, when will we be at Horror Hound, sir?
Horror Hound will be in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Sharonville Convention Center September 10th through the 12th.
Yeah, and it's going to be awesome. Who do we I'm trying to pull up some guests real quick because I don't know off the top of my head. For some reason, it took me to the 2016 show. And Bill was taking me to the
they're not very good at updating their website.
Okay, well, hey, our buddy Billy Zan's going to be back, so I think Dion needs to go.
Dion, how would you
bring back the turkey suit?
I was going to say, how would you feel about getting another turkey suit and having that video ready and say, Billy, do you remember me?
I feel like we can make it happen, boys.
Also Nick Castle's going to be there. We have Jason Mewes, Jeff Anderson, Brian O'Halloran,
Dante and Randall.
Yeah. And a lot of people from what was it? Nightmare on Elm Street, the Dream Master. So a lot of people from that movie coming as well.
Oh, they should have just got Don Dokken.
I agree. I 100% agree.
I think I would pay for Nick Castle's autograph.
Yeah. Also, Robert Englund's going to be there. Michael Rooker. So.
Oh wait, Paul Sorvino? Holy shit! We got to go meet Paul Sorvino, Dion.
Deal.
He's in Money Talks.
That's right. We love you, Paul.
Dude, you got to go up to him and be like, "I'm Victor Moan Jr." and see if he laughs at you.
Yeah.
Me and your father, we go way back.
That's right. Junior Walker Jr., Sammy Davis Jr.
I was reading a Wikipedia article, I was reading an IMDb post about that movie, and it said that if Victor Moan Jr. was real, he would only be 9 years old around the time of Money Talks because Vic Damone and Diane Carroll got married in whatever year, and he wouldn't be old enough to be Christopher.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the best lines is, "So you're half and half Italian."
Oh.
Even as a kid, I'm just like, that's an interesting way to put that.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
speaking
because
of SA Troubles 08 says, "I'm moist for you, Dion."
Oh, and he said the word moist too. God damn it.
Yeah, I just read what they say. Not a band account says Kevin Smith lost his talent when he gave up meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started putting a whole different kind of meat in his mouth here lately, didn't he?
That's not new.
Well,
How
you know,
do you
he's big in Hollywood for a reason.
I was about to say, how do you think Jersey Girl got made?
Shit.
I mean, no, they read the script. They knew no one was going to see it, but, Kevin Smith knew what to do, right all over the chest, as he says himself. The best thing about making fun of Kevin Smith is all you have to do is repeat the same shit he says about himself, and you sound like the biggest asshole on the planet.
And then he starts crying and shit.
His self-deprecation's wonderful. Donald Camp definitely reads our description. He says, "Here's some money for Omaha Steaks and a Jamaram. Have a great show, guys." I love delicious Omaha Steaks, Kendo, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want to have a good show, you can have a good show. But if you want to have a great show, you should start your show with some Omaha Steaks.
You should also start You should also start your show like this. Jamaram. There you go.
And while you're making your Omaha Steaks, make sure you got some Blue Chew as well.
That you'll have every kind of meat Kevin Smith could like.
Correct.
Thank you for that.
Roger Ariola says, "Mary Boff Kill, Ben Edition, Quadranero, Solo, Kenobi, go."
Wait, what?
This is
I
a
have
good
no
one.
idea
Hold
what
on,
that was.
Yeah, me neither.
So we're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill with Ben Quadraneros, Ben Kenobi, Ben Solo.
I'm killing Ben Solo, 100%. I'm putting a bullet in his fucking head from the fucking jump. I'm definitely marrying Alec Guinness Kenobi, and my boy. Listen, Ewan, that leaves one more for you, buddy, and that hair from Revenge of the Sith, you're getting it. You're getting
it. He's not on the list.
Oh, who was the other one?
Ben Quadraneros, the alien from the pod racing scene.
Oh, well, we can make that work.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up a picture of Ben Quadraneros.
Yeah, because you said that name and I was like, what?
Ben Quadraneros could be like a Mexican dude, but no. He's a Star Wars.
How dare you assume his ethnicity, Jeff?
I'm gonna show you a picture of him.
Oh shit, he could be a Mexican dude,
whatever the hell you want about Ben Quadraneros. There you go, Quadraneros.
Oh gee. Oh god,
I fucking love it. So up next we have our friend Doug Keller, who says Wang impact, Wang to society, Black Wang, the big Lewangsky.
Ben Quadraneros salsa. He does look like he makes some bomb ass salsa.
Bomb bad salsa.
You son of a bitch! That was
I
beautiful.
know, it was terrible. But we'll keep Mr. Quadraneros up while folks at home can play their favorite game, Fuck, Marry, Kill, Ben edition. Ben Quadraneros, Ben Solo, or Ben Kenobi. Go. So in the film The Big Lewinsky, when we're coming to cut the dude's Johnson off. That scene doesn't even have to change. If you punch your Van Lebowski instead of your Johnson, that's it.
Fits perfectly. That fucking rep brought the whole room together.
Somebody posted "Throw Mama from the Wang." I like that idea.
That sounds like a Triple X parody.
Anything Triple X with Anne Ramsey makes me want to throw myself from a fucking train. That one was... Dude, Jessie and I watched The Goonies twice over this trip, and every time we watch it, she goes, "That woman looks just like Sam Kinison." And I go, "You're not wrong." Primer, thank you very much. WWE equals Wang Wrestling Entertainment.
Yep. At this point,
I mean, yeah.
Is
I
it really
am enjoying
entertaining?
Roman Reigns, though. I'll admit that.
Has he finally become enjoyable?
Nope.
Yeah,
he's
man.
a tribal
Not
chief.
really.
He's better than he was. He's doing what they should have done fucking 6 years ago. But it's it's way better than the shit that we've been shoved down our throats since 2015.
Yeah. If only his sons could stop getting caught drunk driving.
That's not a joke.
The greatest punishment ever at WWE is getting a title run when you get caught driving loaded.
Hey, you just got popped for your third DUI. We're gonna give you guys a championship.
Yep. Sends a great message for the locker room.
Jeez.
But acknowledge me. I'm your tribal chief.
Hey,
That is something I want to say after I beat someone's ass. Acknowledge me.
Really?
Yep.
Acknowledge this.
One of my favorite gifts of all time.
The fact that the arm thing is real and they actually did that is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever experienced in my life. It's just, my God, it's so goddamn funny.
I have
So
used that
stupid.
so many times in certain Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm.
You make me proud, Kendo.
Yeah, well, what
The
can I say?
Oscar-nominated A-hole says, if you ever want to watch a trailer that'll make you say WTF, check out Lamb. It was just released yesterday as one of the most bizarre trailers ever. Nick, write down Lamb. We'll check it out.
Oh, okay. I've heard about Lamb. Lamb is from our wonderful, loved company called A24, which for me they're
one of those films.
they're hit or miss because sometimes they're good, sometimes they're just horribly fucking just like artsy and just like I don't want to watch this.
I'm dying to make. Look, nobody's going to watch this specific video, but I would love to make a video on why Midsummer is just as stupid as every Friday the 13th movie. Because I am so tired of trying to have a conversation about a film and somebody goes, Midsummer was so great. It's like, look, I watched it. It stuck with me for all the wrong reasons. We now accept interesting concept, terrible execution, but it's cheap, so it's high art now. Like, I don't like that. You know, A24 films they represent something cool, but I wish we could just take ourselves away from like that value of art and just like actually pay attention if these films are entertaining, because so far with what I've seen of their work, it isn't.
Yeah, I mean, so like I've said, for me, it's like hit or miss. They've had a couple of, interesting ones here and there, but nothing that's really been like, awesome. But yeah, man, it's A24. Every time I see them attached to a film, I'm just like, probably not gonna go watch it. Yeah, probably not gonna go watch it.
In just a moment, folks, we're going to start talking about Black Widow. Yay. It's funny how this Disney film, this Marvel film, probably will have one of the most disappointing endings of all time. Because, so dude, think of it for a minute like this. They kill her off in this movie. They kill her off in Endgame. We all say they shouldn't do anything with her after this. And now it's official today. She's gone, and now suing them. So this is the end of Black Widow.
But again, that and listen, as you guys know, fun conspiracy theories. I love laughing about that shit.
Ooh.
But that explains why that movie fell. So don't get me wrong, I really liked Black Widow. I'm probably gonna buy it, but just the fucking kiss-assery that was going on with Black Widow was so off-putting, and for the longest time, I couldn't place it. Especially with the build for the movie and all the fucking advertising they did around it. It's like, why are we here? Like, this is Mayweather Pacquiao. It's happening too late. It should have happened fucking 2 years ago. And now it makes sense because they must have known that she was thinking about fucking suing them. Somehow, some way, it was coming down the pipe that she was gonna fucking sue Marvel, and they were trying to fucking make it to where she wasn't gonna do it. And that makes so much more fucking sense to me now. Because as weird as fucking hardcore as that movie was being pushed, despite the hilarious bit, as Anna lovingly pointed out on Twitter a couple weeks ago, how, they used a body double for fucking Taskmaster. It's just like, now I know why that movie's so disjointed. And you had said it perfectly when you saw it, and we talked about it in the show. Now we know why. Now we fucking know why. Because they were praying to the old gods in the new that good old Scarlett wasn't gonna fucking sue him.
So let's just jump ahead. Scarlett Johansson sues Disney for releasing Black Widow in theaters and on Disney Plus. Scarlett Johansson may have retired as the Avengers' resident Black Widow and passed the torch to Florence Pugh, but it appears that the actress still has some unfinished business with Marvel Entertainment and its parent company, Walt Disney. As originally reported in the Wall Street Journal, the actress who played Natasha Romanoff over a 10-year period from 2010's Iron Man 2 to the Black Widow solo adventure that opened in July after a year-long delay, has filed a breach of contract lawsuit against her former employers. Ooh, this is getting good. So, at issue is the way Disney ultimately chose to release the movie. Originally scheduled as an open exclusively in theaters in May 2020, Black Widow was reportedly delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic. Remember when we weren't allowed to talk and say those words because we were censored by Google?
Yep.
I just wanted to bring that back to people. Yeah, that happened. We got censored because we couldn't talk about something that was killing millions of people. Sorry, but fuck that. I was just going to say it again. Anyway, eventually the studio made a decision to pursue a hybrid release, opening the massively budgeted movie and multiplexes the same day it premiered on Disney Plus streaming as a Premier Access title, which are an extra $30 on top of your subscription. According to the lawsuit that Johansson had filed on Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court, a hybrid release plan breached her original contract with Marvel Entertainment and Disney, which reportedly guaranteed an exclusive theatrical release. Furthermore, her salary for the film would be largely based on how it performed at the box office, although Black Widow grossed more than $200 million worldwide during its opening weekend, including $80 million at the theatrical box office and $60 million via Disney+. Then the film experienced a significant drop-off in the subsequent weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Disney intentionally induced Marvel's breach of contract agreement without justification in order to prevent Miss Johansson from realizing the full benefit of her bargain with Marvel, the lawsuit states. Now,
but they love women. Yep. But they love women, boys and girls. They want you to believe it. They love women all up until they have to pay them.
Yeah, they love everybody until they have to pay them, or just put them on the front of a poster, film in the area where they're, enslaving people. But you know what? They love people. They love women. They love everybody.
Yeah, man. They want us all to be happy-go-lucky, all together, kumbaya, till they got to fork over the change, son.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's where I have trouble having sympathy for anyone involved, because I have no sympathy.
No sympathy.
I'm a lot of simpy, excuse me. Sources told the Journal that the actress could stand to lose upwards of $50 million in bonuses over the move. Guys. Oh my God. Scarlett Johansson. I'm so sorry you're going to lose out on $50 million.
Yeah, now you only have $500 million.
But remember, she was all about not being sexualized, right? She was all, that's the thing she was pushing before the movie came out, right? This one respected her more, am I right? So that's why she liked doing this one, because she's a mom now. But oh wait, that check's gonna be a little bit lighter. Fuck that, I'm suing you, son. Funny how everybody's idea. What's the thing you said that I fucking loved? Keep your fucking opinions in the limo you pulled up in.
Yeah, that's true.
So, by the way, I looked up Scarlett Johansson's net worth. Scarlett Johansson's worth $165 million.
I think she'll be okay.
I think she's going to be just fine. Now, let's hear a little more about this because, again, these poor celebrities. But also, Disney's wrong, too, because you can't pull this shit. In business, you can abide by the contract. Just because I don't have any sympathy for Scarlett Johansson's financial impact 100%. Doesn't mean I don't think this situation's beyond fucked up because...
Exactly. Keep to your word.
And guys, Disney accounting What did we talk about all those years ago? This Captain Marvel situation seems a little fucky. Oh, God, no. The Walt Disney Corporation would never do anything offensive like that. What the fuck are being sued by the Avengers themselves? Yep. The goddamn people in the movies are now suing them very publicly. They have fucked up. I'm so tired of any Disney defender. You can't get you if you come at me, oh, Disney made movies I liked as a kid, I'm going to defend them. No, Disney is a company that screws over their employees, that makes movies in provinces in China where they really fuck with people. The Muslim Uyghur population, we covered that here on the channel. They want to get invested in international politics. They also want to sell to the Chinese market, so they'll censor their movies and cut black people out of them because it's a different demographic over there. So the Walt Disney Company, Corporation, whatever the fucking C stands for, I don't care about you, and I don't care about your excuses. Now, they've responded to the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit. Would you guys like to hear their bullshit response?
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to hear this shit.
In a statement, Disney said there was no merit whatsoever to this filing. The lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, the company continued.
Disney, as they fired, like, what was it, 20,000 people? Didn't they fire that many people?
Yeah, hold on, let me get those numbers for you.
Yeah, and then now apparently they're trying to shift employees from, I think, the California Disney location to the Florida one, so they don't have to pay taxes and they can pay less taxes. And they're going to concentrate on that one because of the tax situation now.
I think Disney deserves some sort of medal for how they've treated their female employees in 2021 because Gina Carano and now this. Now, like I said, I don't have any sympathy for Scarlett Johansson's financial situation, but this is screwing over somebody. Maybe it's a bigger contract, but it's still screwing over your employee. So from that ethical standpoint, that's not cool. I don't care if it's $1 trillion, and I'm just like, you don't need that money.
Well, that also explains why she didn't show up at the red carpet either, apparently.
See, it's funny how everybody knows all the controversies that never happened, but nobody saw this one coming.
Yeah, because I thought it was all happy go. And I'm 100% with you. Listen, I'm not sneezing at Scarlett Johansson. She's gonna be fine, right? And again, and the fans know me too, and I laugh at any time after posture, something happens to you, and then the way you handle things changes, right? That being said, y'all had a contract. And this was kind of what they were afraid of, especially to get Marvel off the ground, because that's what they did with Robert Downey Jr. That's how he had made a crazy amount of fucking money from the first Avengers movie, because they started tying what the actors made into how well the fucking movie did. So no matter, they had a set percentage of what they were fucking getting. And like I said, as much as I'm, rolling my eyes at it, it's like, y'all owe her some fucking money. You guys signed this contract. And if she's right. Depending on what her and her team bring up, she'll probably get a pretty decent settlement. But if what she's saying is true, you guys had a fucking contract, and it's just so funny how Disney postures in the fucking media over and over and over and over again. But the minute they have to pay someone, tens of millions of fucking dollars, they do everything that they can structurally and politically and policy wise to not fucking hold up their end of the goddamn bargain. And this is the same company that even when they were releasing Solo, they were stealing the fucking art concept from funk albums and not giving any fucking credit. So it's just,
Disney one now.
Yeah, Disney loves to fucking posture about how they care about their employees, and we're a family. But the minute they gotta fucking pay you what they owe you, then they start stammering and they're looking in their pockets like, you know what? I left my wallet at home. I'm sorry. I must have left. Yeah, can you? Listen, I'll hit you back. I promise. Listen, it's me. I'm Disney. I just left my wallet in the province where they still have concentration camps in China. But my bad. I swear, you can trust me.
Well, there's more to this. You guys ready to laugh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So Disney has fully complied with Miss Johansson's contract, and furthermore, the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she has received to date. As the Wall Street Journal notes, Johansson's lawsuit could be the opening salvo in a looming battle between the creative and business sides of the industry as studios explore other release models beyond theatrical exclusivity. This surely will not be the last case where Hollywood talent stands up to Disney and makes it clear that wherever the company may pretend, it has legal obligations to honor its contracts. John Berlinski, the attorney, blah, 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 who represents Scarlett Johansson, told the newspaper. Notably, Marvel's next two movies, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and the Eternals, will open only in theaters on September 3rd and November 5th, respectively. Spider-Man comes out, will only be in theaters as well. So I think we've definitely seen the fucking end of in theaters and on streaming the same day, and that's fine. I really liked going out to a movie theater. Yeah, Black Widow was whatever, but the experience is still there. It's still fun. And I sat through Space Jam 2. It was a bullshit movie. I sat through a lot of those HBO Max same-day releases. And, I'm glad I didn't pay for those, but I'm also not that bitter that I did see this film. And I'm not that bitter that there are other films that I have to drive and go see. Are you guys happy that we don't have to sit and talk about all these hybrid things? They're just going to keep promoting movies as exclusively in theaters, and people are going to go see them, and things are going to return back to normal.
I mean, I'm good with that.
I'm very, very happy because, I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, I don't like going to theaters." Like, shut up, just be quiet. Theaters are awesome. Enjoy them. Okay,
Yeah.
Get a fucking babysitter, calm your kids the fuck down, and go out and watch a movie. Okay.
Yeah,
I
and
hope-
go up and bitch slap the people that are openly playing and talking loudly on their phones during the movie.
Well, what I hope happens is
funny
those-
you say that happened to me at a theater. There was a guy in front of me who didn't dim his screen brightness, and it was like a goddamn lighthouse, in front of me. And
To just slap him.
Well, no, I was about to, but then the guy came down the stairs behind me and literally hit the guy in the fucking head and called him a motherfucker, and I was just like, God damn it.
Awesome.
Nice.
And I was like, that's enough humiliation for you, buddy. That guy did it all. Because he didn't do it once, he did it like 3 or 4 times during the movie, and it was just like bright as fucking hell. And I was like, dude, like, come on, man, like, be considerate here. And sure enough, a guy just slapped him upside the head, and it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I was like, God damn.
I just hope it keeps, people realize that movie theaters are fun and they just don't fuck up in there anymore. It's like, we don't care about your conversations. We don't care about your game. Everybody's here to see the fucking movie. We don't care about your commentary. We don't care about what you wear. Just sit there and shut up. Like,
Yeah.
that social setting doesn't exist. We're there to exhibit a film, not you. So the more people can realize that shit, better off it is. And it's all, look, I think part of the bitching about movie theaters is kind of what adds to the experience too, because it's, I don't know, it's fun. I liked Godzilla 2014.
It's an event.
I love watching the dude get ejected from the theater for smoking weed. Like, I have stories to tell.
I mean, we all have stories of like us, like when we were younger, sneaking into theaters and watching the R-rated movie that we weren't supposed to as kids. Like, we all have that story,
Oh yeah.
Well, and I think, the interesting thing, especially in this, in this day and age where so much is tied to social media, I mean, and you can see that so much of that is a part of that. People, everyone's looking to be the next, quote unquote influencer, where they're fucking filming themselves at the fucking movie or filming them and their fucking girlfriend who doesn't actually like them at the fucking movie. And that has taken away the legitimate concern was how expensive it is, which I understand, right? I got to take kids and sisters and wives to fucking movies, and that shit can get expensive. And I think people want. I know I should make them start paying me for all the shit I got to do around this.
Oh, dude, you should send them a bill at the end of every week.
That's what I'm doing. You know what? I like the way you think. That's the first thing I'm gonna fucking do.
You're gonna pull out this receipt, and at the bottom it's gonna say bullshit tax. Whatever money you feel is accurate, that is what you charge that week.
Dion's gonna get a QuickBooks application and start sending out invoices. Listen.
That's right. I'm the only one contributing to anything about our retirement up in this motherfucker. So y'all gonna have to start paying some bills to me. I need compensation, goddammit. Plus the whole security aspect. Y'all walking with a big black dude around here, feeling safe up in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be taking knife stab wounds and bullets. I need compensation. Me. You know what, ScarJo, you and me got a lot more in common than I thought originally, girl. But I think that the thing that the part that people wanted was the option to not have to do that. And of course, fucking movie studios abuse that. Like, yeah, sure, you could watch it at home, but it's an additional $30 fucking on top of what you already paid, and that fucking changed the conversation because, again, you know, movie studios cannot help themselves. Instead of giving people a viable option to not have to go to the theater, which, you know, don't get me wrong, I'd much rather go to the theater. I still have no problem paying a little bit extra for my local fucking theater, but, you know, the fucking goddamn, you know, HBO Max and Disney Plus already ruined it for people, you know? So now we're back to a conversation of, you know what? I actually, now that I didn't have it, I know what I enjoy going to a movie theater. I enjoy going to the new chain, the local chain that has fucking service and shit, you know, and I enjoy fucking, you know, yelling at people or talking shit to someone that has their fucking phone. It's a cultural event that I am very happy to see back. And, you know, fuck HBO Max and Disney Plus for trying to make me pay an additional $30 goddamn to see a movie that just got released. That's bullshit.
I just can't justify paying for a streaming service and then expecting to pay more in it. It's DLC, and DLC sucks.
Yep. Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Now we got microtransactions in our fucking movies.
That's fuck the world.
Don't say that shit. This is gonna hear you and start having you pay like midway through the movie. It's like, which way do you want the movie to go?
Yep.
Which one are you gonna pay more for it? Like that's
if you want the deleted scene, pay an additional $15 now, and it'll be seamlessly integrated into your movie going experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly surprised that they haven't like sent you an email saying like, how did you like the movie? If you liked it this much, would you like to pre-order the Blu-ray for like $80? I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. In all honesty.
Yeah. I mean, imagine paying $30 additional for one movie. That's fucking crazy, you know. And they justify, well, you're watching it with your family, whatever. It's like, but $30, I have to pay $30 fucking on top of the streaming price I already pay. That's fucking crazy. That's
and then me and my family have to like get pizza and eat dinner and watch this bullshit. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Hey Nick,
what's up?
I got your number you asked for. In November of 2020, Disney laid off 32,000 workers, or they increased their layoffs to 32,000 workers. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And it says Disney will lay off 32,000 employees in the first half of the fiscal 2021.
Yeah, man. See, and people are just like, yeah, you know, they made a lot of movies when I was a kid that were really awesome. Like, go. I'm sorry, but fuck you. Really,
look, I enjoy.
I don't care. I do not care. I grew up with Disney as well, right? I watched a lot of their movies as a kid, but that's when I was a kid. I'm no longer a kid. I grew the fuck up. Okay.
Well, the thing I'd like to tell all these people, look, just because you made a movie that makes you happy, or just because someone made a movie that makes you happy, doesn't justify everything else. Or give them a pass. It's so dumb to just blindly accept any brand or any property.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
like
especially people who accept those companies during like Pride Month or whatever. It's like, oh, they're making a change. Like they're doing it for 30 days. Calm the fuck down.
And only in like the Western countries, they're not doing it. You know, we had those side by sides. Oh yeah, you know, Sony's all about pride, acceptance, except for in Sony the Middle East. They're like, yeah, no, we're not going to say nothing about that. Yeah, don't pay attention to our American Twitter. We don't really mean it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a bullshit. Like they're companies. They're there to make money. That's what they do, and they will do almost. It seems like these days almost damn near anything to get to pry the money out of your cold dead fingers. So I mean, you know, be wary of that shit.
Now I gotta ask you guys: do you think this is one of those dominoes that we're seeing hit Disney harder than we realize? Like, I don't care that the coronavirus or COVID or whatever you want to say affected them. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. I care about the people, the employees. I don't care about what the top, because clearly their priorities are the top, the Bob Chapeks and the Bob Igers and all these people. Didn't Bob Iger come back after quitting? Like, back to Disney during this pandemic to right the ship? Like I don't know exactly what's going on, but hold on 1 second.
Yeah, but it seems like after this whole thing has happened, has given them a blank check for like massive fuckery, because there was an article that came out, I want to say like 8 months ago, where they said for their theme park rides they're gonna have you pay more for certain parts of it. You know, like doing a fast pass, like, oh, if you want to go through this part of it or this part of it, you have to pay more for it or more for a pass for it. And even then, they've said as well, like, oh, our parks are going to be more expensive because, you know, this, that, and the other. And it's like, well, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this doesn't make sense. And they're going to lean into streaming more as well. It's like, good luck with that, man. Really, good luck with it.
Well, I'm not going to be surprised. Like, Don't Panic says, this ScarJo suit could be the precedent Disney is so fearful of. It could be. They could have been getting away with a bunch of shit. And I just don't know why people always want to ignore this. It's too late to be able to ignore, or you can't ignore any of this. When people call out Disney on their shit, you can't just blindly defend them. Now, this audience is not going to blindly defend them. They're going to actually look for the problems and, it's a smart group of people. But your average person, this is going to be the one that makes Disney look. Basically, everyone's going to see what Disney truly is. The fucking, the curtains have been pulled back. It's the old man behind the, behind the thing with the wheel turning it. Like, Disney's shit. At the end of the day, they're $1 billion sweatshop. They're shortchanging everybody. They're doing all these things. Like, this is going to hurt them. This is going to hurt their public image. And like, if everybody just pieced everything that came together, this is going to be really bad for them in the court of public opinion. And depending on how Scarlett Johansson goes and how the media, like, how's the media going to take this? Because it's this defend women angle from all these websites, but it's also pro Disney because they pay all their shit. Like, you ever say, like, how do they report on this topic if Scarlett Johansson comes out and says more and that like,
yeah, and that's just real quick, Darian 217. Apparently, HBO Max didn't charge extra for their conjunction movies. So
yeah, they did
thank you for that, Darian. But to your point, Jeff, that is and we express this on the show. That is why you do not prioritize your political, cultural attempted influence over your film, because this is when it comes back to bite you in the ass. Again, just to reiterate, I'm not saying that ScarJo shouldn't go after what she's owed. She's a businesswoman. There's supposedly a business. You stick to what you said you were going to do. But this is proof positive that you can't have your cake and eat it too. When you make things adversarial for the flavor of the month, right? Especially when you're saying all this shit in the media about how, you're pro people of color and you're pro women and you're pro this, that, and the other. That comes back to bite you in the ass when you pull shit like this, especially for fucking Disney, because you're changing your Twitter avatars and you're changing your background, but the business aspect of what you do says a hell of a lot more than what you say on Twitter and what you say on Vox and what you tell Esquire and what you pay YouTubers to say. Because obviously, hey, the dumb consumer out there is still gonna blindly defend Disney until something is so egregious they can't ignore it. But this is the fucking mess you get yourself in when you're the Brie Larson of the business, because you can't say that you care about people when you're refusing to pay them. You can't convince smart people that, hey, we do care about what's going on in the world when you're laying off 32,000 people to protect the bottom line. That shit is you can't ignore that. And especially in the court of public opinion, the same thing that they tried to manipulate to make more money for their movie is eventually going to bite them in the ass in the long run. Because, you can't, the whole martyrdom thing is not a fucking money-making business. You don't make money off of being the fucking martyr and trying to be the next coming of some cultural confidence bullshit, And here we are, Disney's facing that right now, and rightfully fucking so, because it's all well and good on Twitter, but when you're again caught trying to shortchange your employees or shortchange people who you said you were going to pay, I'm not going to have any fucking sympathy for you. For damn sure, with the attitude that Disney took, with the things they were backing up, the way that they were attacking the consumers, the way they were treating their properties, this is what you get. This is what you fucking get, because we know the truth. We know you don't care about that shit. That's all about making money. And when you get caught screwing people over for the dollar, I'm gonna sit back here and laugh. Bob Iger coming out of fucking retirement, especially when there were rumors that he was gonna run for office somewhere, because of the shit that Disney's pulling, is a very telling thing. It's very fucking telling. And listen, this is, if it happens to Disney, damn, couldn't happen to a better fucking place.
Yeah, like I said, there's no simpy on my end. I just don't care that a millionaire only got 20 million instead of 50 million, and I don't care that $1 billion corporation wants to cut corners but still pay out their bonuses or do whatever they're fucking doing at the top. I don't buy that. Like I said, I only care about the people, and honestly, the moral of the screwing over your employee is just wrong. So I don't have anything else to say. I feel like we've come full circle. Is there anything else you guys would like to add in terms of Scarlett Johansson? I do think Marvel has a very unsettling 2021 ahead of them, to the point where let's just write everything off until Spider-Man comes out, folks. Black Widow did not perform that well. Shang-Chi, I have footage that says people don't like Shang-Chi already. Come back in a couple days for that.
I really hope ScarJo gets her money. I hope she gets all of it. I know she's not going to, but I hope she does. Just so it sets a precedent, and so other actors can or who have involved in Disney films can be like, you know what, I'm owed some money too. How about you pay me too? And then just starts a horrible domino effect for them. That's all I want.
Well, and it is, this is the shit that we were talking about way back with, the Captain Marvel thing, the shit with Star Wars, right? That it's everyone thinks they got the game figured out. Every fucking studio, every executive thinks that they're going to be the one to break the mold. We're smarter than the consumer. We're smarter than the consumer. We're smarter than the media. As long as we do these things, boom, we're going to make $1 billion. And it doesn't fucking work that way. It does not work. And again, I'm not saying that I have some insight into the movie business, but goddamn it, this shit happens over and over and over again. And Disney's learning it the hard way. And as they fucking should. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that free ScarJo, and I'm not gonna fucking go on a goddamn Twitter rant about it. But hey, listen, you fucking if you owe her some money, motherfucker, you owe her some money. Pay up.
That shit. Yeah. I'm just laughing at some of the sentiment. Now, Venom 75, one thing I'm not going to make a video about this solely, but everybody on the internet that's posting about all the Spider-Mans coming back for this movie, I personally want that to happen more than anything else. Don't expect it. You're going to get that in The Flash. You've already gotten that on Loki. You're going to get that with every other Marvel thing. I want to be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit it and say, I was wrong. It's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt my pride. But I don't think we're going to get Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and Tom Holland Spider-Man, the three of them going on this adventure that everybody wants, like Into the Spider-Verse. I know it's a pipe dream, and it's a great concept. But based on the merchandise coming out, based on what we're learning from, again, the merchandise, which you have to pay attention to. People go, the merchandise could change. No, it fucking doesn't. The merchandise from movies that got canceled or pushed out till next year came out last year. That's why all the Eternal shit is leaked and known, because all that merchandise was on a ship and it made it to America and people bought it at Target and retail shops because, maybe the production of maybe these movies can stop and be put out later, but if your toys are on the way, they're on the way. All that late shit and all that weird delivery stuff for Christmas that showed up early, that's how that worked. Now, the reason I'm going off on this tangent is, I want this Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, and all that, but I don't expect to get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're going to, especially in light of, ScarJo, I doubt that they're going to pay all these people, all these expensive ass Spider-Man to be in a movie. I would love for it to
Andrew Garfield can't cost that much.
No. You would think so, but that fucking hair gel ain't cheap.
What's it done
It's just seen, bro.
Movie? I can't think of anything.
Yeah, there's no way it could be worth that much because his after Spider-Man, what has he done that's been of merit or worth? Nothing. I think he did a couple of A24 movies and they're really artsy and eight people watched them, so I think he's okay. I think he's fine.
Now, let's check in with the audience. First off, our friend Klaus Dorick says, "Hey, WCBS crew, still watching Family Matters, so this will be another sitcom question. What shows will still be funny without a laugh track?"
Well, here's the funny thing about the laugh track you're hearing now. It was made in the 50s and those people are dead. Just to let you know.
That's not creepy at all, Nick.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Goddamn, bro. Even the hee guy, is he dead?
Yep.
Yeah, he
was never real.
He was, yeah.
By the gods.
Klaus Dorick, I will say a show that would be great without its laugh track will be Scooby-Doo.
No, that's true. That's true.
I think Scooby-Doo Where Are You's laugh track is pretty stupid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you have need a laugh track for a cartoon. That's weird. That's weird.
Fresh Prince is still funny without a laugh track.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, there's.
I think Martin has moments of hilarity without a laugh track.
Yep. Especially the early seasons for sure. Before he started, harassing Trisha Rashad. But yeah, that you gotta watch out for Coke Martin Lawrence. Coke Martin Lawrence can't be controlled.
That's scary.
Married with Children's a good one. Yeah, that still would be really funny without a laugh track for sure. I forgot the Flintstones had a laugh track, Freddie. Damn.
Oh God! Holy shit!
I forgot about that. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that still would be good. That would still be good.
Once again, the laugh track in the Flintstones from that long ago. They've been dead for a while now.
That's fucking crazy. That is so fucking crazy. I do love all the videos of Big Bang Theory without a laugh track. And
it's
so unfunny.
I love those so much because it proves my point. That show fucking sucks.
Yes. Golden Girls for sure. Golden Girls for sure is so funny. Yep, that 70s show is still funny without a laugh track.
Not
Absolutely.
Season 8. I mean,
that's true. That was so fucking bad. God, the last season of that 70s show is so goddamn bad.
Dion, when you replace Topher Grace and you still can't find someone like to replace Topher Grace, that's sad. Like Topher Grace is just whatever. He's a fine actor, but Eric Foreman was a good character. Yes. You replace him with Randy. Seth
you don't even get the good Myers brother. You get the Mad TV Myers brother.
And you created a nothing season. Kelso was gone for most of it. What the fuck? The show is about Eric Foreman and his friends. When you take out Eric Foreman, people go, well, what about Hyde? What about this? Look, they're all secondary characters to Eric. It's Eric's story. You got rid of the main guy. Now, I know sitcoms get rid of main characters all the time, but they sucked. And so when you did it to that 70s show, it shit the bed. And I don't think I'll ever get into the Mahler style of videos, but I would love to one day write a long-form video essay on that 70s show and how, like, depressing it truly is when you pay attention to Donna's character and how she ruins Eric Foreman because her parents are shitty and she puts that on Eric. Because I watched the show as an adult, I'm like, Eric's an idiot, but like Donna's way out of line for everything she does. So,
well, I mean, I think that's and that's an interesting fucking thing because it's, even as a kid, like in a different context, Donna's the girl you tell your kid to stay away from.
Yeah,
because obviously her fucking mom is crazy, but Bob is a good fucking dad. She treats him like shit.
Yep.
She treats Eric like shit, and then because at the end of season, was it 2? She runs off to fucking California on a whim to be with her shitty mom who abandoned her. That's the crazy thing about that show is Donna's mom straight up abandons the family. Just that's dark as shit for that fucking show.
Wow, this is I need to go back and watch
that. Would be a great video. Yeah, because it's hilarious, but there are so many themes like in a completely different context how those characters fucking change.
Jeez, man.
And Donna, Donna's definitely the worst character in terms of personality type in the whole fucking show.
She is. I know they're all fake, but she ruined Eric.
Yeah, and Eric is trying to smash that the whole time.
Yeah, he's just trying to get laid, and his girlfriend's fucking crazy. And then and all the shit she pulls after Red has a heart attack.
Yeah, she is selfish too. Like
she's super selfish.
Dude, think of all the shit Red and Kitty did to help her out when Bob and Midge were being weird hippies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you need to kiss the foreman's ass, but don't be a bitch about it. Come on.
Wow, dude. I need to really watch the show then. This is interesting. There's a lot of layers to this show.
Yeah, man. And how cool, like how legitimately a good person that Red, Kitty, and Bob are. Like that's, they bring in Hyde or whatever because his fucking Hyde's parents are essentially letting him like starve.
Do you remember who played his parents?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
It was Katie Seagal as his mom, and the dude from Airplane, Robert. Fuck, I can't think of his last name off the top of my head. He's his dad. You made him both separate.
Bitch.
And
son of a bitch.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're
parents.
shitty people. Yeah.
And one of my favorite That 70s Show moments was at the very end where Red gives Hyde a check, and he's like, "I've been paying rent all this time." He's like, "Yeah, we've been holding on to it for you." I was like, that seems like a cool story thing that a character like Red would do. So there are moments of greatness in that show. There are great characters written, these good relationships, friendships, love, all this stuff. That 70s show did it well, except for Donna. And God damn it, I need to make that video one day.
Listen, the fact that she was a tall redhead was really the only redeeming quality of Donna as a person. And then she dyes her fucking hair blonde, and then you're like, really? That's the perfect cap for that season. Is that it's shit because she becomes a blonde for no fucking reason.
Nick, so you haven't really?
So wait, hold on.
Right?
So she pulls a Lindsay Lohan is what she does basically.
Pretty much.
See, I have a running theory about that. Whenever a redhead changes her hair color, she loses her power.
No.
Because look what happened with Lindsay Lohan. She went blonde, and then everything went to shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nick, Curtis Armstrong, aka Booger from Revenge of the Nerds, is in that 70s show.
Dude,
he plays one of the radio DJs, and then Donna gets a job on the channel. He's like, "Hot Donna, are you hot?" Yeah, you gotta watch it, man.
I'll look it up and see where it's playing. I'll check it out, man.
Doug Keller, thank you very much. Dion, I wonder if you know where this comes from. $2,000 for a suit, $200 for a wang. Like that's an expensive wang. It's $2,000.
Damn.
That's a gold-plated wang right there.
Oh yeah, thank you, JSP. They did change Hyde's origin on that 70s show. His dad turned out to be fucking Tim Reid. Hyde's half black. I forgot.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he owns a fucking record store and he's got a black sister and he bangs Kelso.
Yep.
Great episode.
They
blatantly changed his origin story like in the middle of the fucking show.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I forgot that his dad was black. Yeah.
I think what did the writers just change? Like, okay, the show's getting too good. You guys need to get the fuck out. When you're bringing generic assholes in to make the show, good again. It's like, what? What are you doing? The show's like, for what it sounds like, the first 2 seasons sound like really compelling and good, and then it just kind of shits the bed at some point, and it just goes downhill real quick.
Thank you, Doug Keller, for your expensive wang from Inspector Todd. Doug Keller also says, "I stabbed my wang." Must be Griswold. 50 yards. Russ, that's nothing to be proud of. 50 yards. Dude, Chevy Chase in his prime was an all-time great. But man, Chevy Chase fell from greatness. It's sad to watch him nowadays. Well, actually, he lost a lot of weight and he's looking pretty good again. But there was a minute where you're just like, what happened to you, man?
Well, I mean, I think even he had said it. He was just like, "Yo, when I got super famous and I kind of lost my focus." I mean, he's still an asshole, but he's at least self-aware about the shit. Because I think it was definitely around when they were doing like the 40th anniversary of SNL or something, and he just, he's still damn near unbearable, but he is at least aware of how shitty he is, and it's just. It's interesting to watch someone who was at the height of their powers, a cultural icon, and now it's just kind of a walking, talking meme, a fucking fragment of what he used to be, and it's weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Now, folks, we have over 550 watching, but only 310 likes. Let's fix that discrepancy. Hit that thumbs up button. Let us know you're enjoying the show, and keep on commenting. We have it on good authority that comments, likes, all that stuff really helps. So, thank you for helping the channel grow. And continuing to watch World Class Bullshitters. Now, Darian217 sends in 2 super chats. Thank you very much. F9, the Fast and Furious saga starring John Wang Zena. He's a dick.
Do.
Kendo McSally.
I was not a country. I was not a country. I can't see them. Because they're not a country. Fuck you, Johnson.
Damn it! Now, China One broadcast our podcast. Holy shit!
I'm so
sorry.
viewers. Taiwan's not a country. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, watching him grovel is just
and like not just grovel, but do it in like their language in a shitty way. I'm just like, wow, you extra cucked out. It's so cringy.
Hey man, everybody's ideas go by the wayside when them checks got to clear. My man's trying to sell a movie, goddammit.
Now, Darian217 has a title for a film, Black Wang, 2021 film. So that's the parody of Black Widow. Now, I had an idea for a film, Black Snake Wang. Or Black Wang Moan. There we go. Black Wang Moan. That's a porno title.
Oh my God.
Starring Riley Reid.
Oh, I was joking, or I was out last night with a couple of friends, and I was like, "Yeah, I saw Riley Reid." And my friend goes, "Yeah, I saw her twice." Something. I was like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Damn, all these people are running into Riley Reid." Dion, when you come visit, maybe you can run into her too.
I hope so.
And then run into her again and again and again.
You're right.
Yeah,
right to the climax.
I mean, in California, never mind. We'll
Oh,
talk
God.
about some of the productions you could make out there for an audience of one.
Listen, when she came out that she was getting married and Twitter was clowning her fiance, I felt so bad, but goddamn, was it funny? Holy shit!
Oh, dude,
That
I'm
was
sure he
funny.
knows what he was getting into, so I wouldn't feel
It's
bad.
like,
I hope so.
it's like
Because you might catch something.
it's like buying a car from a rental agency. It's like, what are you doing right now? Why are you doing this?
Doug Keller must have known we were going to be talking about this at this exact moment. He says, Death Wang 4, The Wank Down, a Death Wish parody by Axel Braun. I've got to be on the record and say the wank was the best word we ever used on the show. That was my favorite. It led to the best titles. Wankers of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
I want to, you know what? I can't say I want a t-shirt and then, not make it, but I would wear a Wankers of the Lost Ark t-shirt and just have Kathleen Kennedy on it. And who else would be on there with her? Harrison Ford should be at this point. And Spielberg.
Listen, don't be exposing him to any more dangerous shit. The man's already fucking breaking shoulders and breaking ribs and shit.
Dion, if he breaks his shoulder putting on a goddamn t-shirt, it's over.
listen. At this point, that might fucking happen. All right.
I know you joke. He's delicate. Goddamn it, calm down.
He's real delicate.
Primer again with another adult film title, Attack of the 50-Foot Wang.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I guess it's big enough to satiate Riley Reid. So there we go. Full circle.
hey man, we all got to contribute to our retirement fund.
It's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's a nice person.
Nick, do you remember that scene from Return of the Jedi where Darth Vader threw the Emperor into that shaft?
Yeah.
That's Riley Reid.
Wait, hold on. Why the lightning bolts?
Crabs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Standing off. It sends off the clap.
That's the next level of a clap. Lightning crabs.
Oh shit!
it evolved.
Guys,
I do not want that variant at all. Okay, just no.
It's an STD from the year 3535.
Oh.
They're self-aware. They're self-aware. They know everything about us. Like fucking Invasion of the Body Snatchers, only in your naughty bit.
Fucking tree.
They're in the fucking trees. They're in the fucking pubes, man. They're in the fucking pubes.
Do you remember that scene in the first Scary Movie when the gym teacher, Miss Mann, was giving him life advice and do not shave your pubic hair if you have lice or whatever? I was like, what the fuck is?
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Holy shit!
And then her balls popped out. What a great movie.
Oh,
Also from Primer, Requiem for a Wang.
God. Better than the actual movie.
Wang.
Dude, I bet you Jared Leto would star in both.
He would.
Yes. He's
Hey.
another one right now who isn't doing a lot, not really relevant, so he needs something.
Question, Kendo, do you think that Jared Leto is a method actor?
He's a meth using actor.
Oh,
Yeah. I was gonna say probably.
so do you think that he would star in the gender swapped remake of Brown Bunny?
Oh God.
Wait, which gender's being swapped? I don't know.
Just,
Yeah,
it's
sure. Why
gonna be
not?
It's going to be Vince Gallo, but instead of Chloe Sevigny, it's going to be Jared Leto.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'm
You
sure
know
he'll
what?
do that.
Here's a sad thing about that. You make that black and white and make it all in French with subtitles. It's an art movie, and people will go watch it.
It's true.
All the way till the end.
I'm just kidding. I'm not. That's how it would work.
Damn it. Doug Keller says The Revenant, overrated film.
I'm sure it is. I never watched it. I didn't care for
I
it.
have not seen it either.
It's definitely overrated, but it's really good. It's still good.
I have not watched it, and I'm not opposed to watching a good film. I just have never had an interest in watching this specific film because I like DiCaprio, but not this one. This one didn't look interesting to me, so I skipped it.
I mean, it's a slow, intense movie for sure. I mean, you definitely got to be in the mood. It's not Wolf of Wall Street where you can rewatch it a bunch. You're like, yeah, it's a dude's son getting fucking killed and bears attacking motherfuckers and aggressive ass sexual assault scenes and then a fucking it's a lot. It's a lot. That movie's a lot.
Doug Keller says Beverly Hills Wang, an Axel Braun production. Oh yeah. Nick,
Yes.
do you respect Axel Braun's work?
Yes, because he's done some Marvel movies that are better than what Disney's done. So yeah, and there's actually more story to them too sometimes. So
now, folks, this can be a group question, but what XXX parody would you like to be seen made? And tell us in detail. Like, I don't know. Let's say you want a XXX parody of Home Improvement, where Tim has a three-way with Al and Heidi, and Wilson watches. Like,
personally, if I could make my own XXX parody of Scooby Doo, I would. But
dude, if you can't top the Bobby Starr. What's her fucking face? Who's the chick in that one? I don't know. But the Bobby Starr one. If you can't top that, don't try. Just watch it.
Deal.
Go back and watch
Challenge accepted, sir.
And you know what's gonna be funny? Nick will never make his Scooby-Doo porno because he realizes that we've reached the mountaintop.
You keep challenging me more and more. Don't fucking do it, man.
Bro, we need to go higher. So I'm gonna challenge everybody
everything
now on.
All right.
Axel Grease and Axel Braun story. Sticks Insider. Now, folks, if you can tie in your XXX porn parody with one of the Wang titles, you might.
Tonight. That's interesting. That's a good challenge.
Now, 16-bit mascot says, "Cheers, fellas. Rough work day. Good entertainment." Well, 16-bit mascot, sorry it's been a rough day, but thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Yeah, man.
Darian217 says, "Terminator Dark Wang."
The Dion Green story.
Don't put me in that shit.
So I didn't tell you this, Dion. Nick was on the show, but on the High Council on Tuesday, we had a guest, Tim Laddie, who is a comic book artist who has been, he's worked on the Ghostbusters covers for IDW. So he's a talented guy. He also has his own crowdfunding campaign out, and he got so excited by the Terminegro versus Robo Kendo pitch. He's like, I want to be a part of that somehow. So like,
yeah, man,
love that one.
I'm in. I love it. We gotta make it. We gotta make it happen, baby.
Somebody says XXX saving Ryan's Private Wang. Thanatos.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
That was from Mad TV. Because I'll never forget, they sewed his dick on, and then she like bit the stitch, and then they banged right afterwards. I was like, what is this?
That was Mad TV.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Saving Ryan's Privates, rated R.
They were, yeah. I think at that time they were a little spicier than SNL, and they people went towards that.
Yeah,
they were better.
When Mad TV came out, it was great. Then it went downhill, but its first few years were fantastic.
Yeah,
Foxed it, but then they started fucking over.
They do that with everything that they own, like every single thing, man. It's really bad.
Yep.
A XXX parody of The Water Boy.
Yeah.
I mean,
with Bobby Boucher and Vicky Valancourt.
Oh my god, the
Wanger Boy.
No. It would just be called The Water Sports Boy. That's all.
I would watch that one. That's a classy title, sir. That's a classy title. I respect that one. Now, what other Wang titles do we have? V. James Baker, thank you, sir, says Once Upon a Wang in Hollywood. So the Harvey Weinstein story. Got it.
Yeah.
Redman Productions says Game Idea. Ooh. Game Idea. Your favorite movie from every year since birth. Example, 1983, Return of the Jedi, 1984, T1, etc. Also, since Dion's awake, really feeling it, Dion. We should actually, Breadman Productions, that is a great idea for a Patreon video. You guys want to do that? Where we go.
Man.
All right, can one of you write it down and then add it to our master list? Because that's something we could do separately or together, depending on how you guys want to. Let's do it together, because there'll only be a handful of years where we won't be able to compare. Like, from what are you born? 83, Kendo. So from 83, then just a few years later, then it's Nick, and then it's me. So there'll be like weird little gaps for how everyone can participate. But I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, dude.
The best way to do it is have us all do it together.
Deal. Then we'll Unity. We'll even get rings made. The Fixer says, well, gents, it's been a while and it's good to be back. I do have a little title. Or I do have a good title. Journey to the Center of the Wang. Sounds like a porno title, honestly.
It does. It does.
20,000 wangs under the sea.
The Riley Reid story. Got it. I like.
Damn, dude, you're really just giving it to her tonight, aren't you, Jeff?
I wish.
That's the first time she's heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, Gianna Michaels is retired, right? So
Yep.
that's kind of like an old name.
You know what? If you ever, I hope you really do meet Riley Reid in person, and she's like the sweetest person ever.
Oh, I'm sure she is, and I'm sure she's like 4 feet tall. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, you're so tiny. But like,
Now some of those moves make sense.
yeah, I'm a giant. But it's like it used to be Danny Daniels was the punchline because she was everyone's favorite, but she retired too. So
well, she's got her own site now. So
I haven't watched her in years, so I don't know what she's up to. I feel like I'd be
Twitter's quite interesting. Just just letting you know.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll connect and ask if we can interview her on the channel.
Sure, why not? That'd be interesting as hell to talk to her for a little bit.
I feel like we could easily make this happen at any horror convention when we run into the porn stars that sometimes frequent these things.
Yeah.
Can we talk to you about not sucking dick or banging on dick?
yeah. Can we talk about your role in this independent movie?
You were in Friday the 13th Part 9. What was that like?
Yeah. Is it weird for the director to say action and you don't blow somebody?
And that is the last interview we ever do. Thanks.
Yeah. I can see why Twitter would be pissed off at us after that.
Did you feel that doing these nude scenes in an actual theatrical movie was a smooth transition for you?
They're going to answer no every time. So, Screw by Steak, thank you very much. Sup, bullshitters? Wish I could make it over to Horror Hound, but that weekend is a Sabaton concert over in Orlando, Florida. Missed my mark before the world went stupid. Not missing it again. Primo Victoria.
Understand, man. I understand completely. I get it.
Well, Screw by Steak, I'm sorry to announce that this is our last live show ever. So, you'll never be able to catch the bullshitters again. This is our last Horror Hound, boys, right?
Goddamn.
Yeah,
we
man.
signed the contract.
Great run.
Yeah, because we're so much fun at these shows that they're kicking us out now. That's why.
Well, I lied. The name on the contract does read McMahon, but it doesn't read Vince.
Oh no!
Like what a great story, but legally makes no sense. It's like,
yeah, you wouldn't know that your son's stepping in to fucking buy the other company, and they can decide who they sell to.
Yeah, this isn't. That was dumb. We got a wrestling segment tonight, folks. AEW made a huge fucking mistake and are in trouble right now, so we're gonna have fun making fun of that later on. Darian 217, but folks, we have many more topics. Darian 217 says 2 wangs for Sister Sarah.
God.
Primer might be from the future. Mark my words. Jordan Peele's next film will be a poorly written, horribly woke, irritatingly preachy, and frustratingly pretentious piece of shit.
Yeah, it's called Candyman. It's coming out soon.
Dude, that movie Nope that's coming out about the killer cloud, that looks stupid. But if it's amazing,
like, I just want to know what it's about, just so I can go ahead and not see it, because like the poster and everything that's on there, I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. But it's fucking Jordan Peele, so it really shouldn't.
If you took Jordan Peele like off that movie, the concept of killer cloud going to a town and murdering people sounds fascinating. I want to
all right. Here's a question for you guys. Say you see that poster. Okay, who would make you watch it with okay, whose name attached to it would make you want to watch it?
Eli Roth's Nope.
Really?
Nope. Seriously, if John Carpenter came out of retirement and made a film titled Nope, I'd watch it.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, that would get me intrigued at least, even though his name was all over fucking Halloween 2018 as well, and I'm just like, God.
Oh no, I just meant like when you watch the original Halloween and it says John Carpenter's Halloween. John Carpenter's Nope. That's the movie.
It feels like they're telling me not to watch the shit. John
How
Carpenter?
amazing would that be if it backfires on Oscar nominated? Did Jordan Peele, was he nominated for an Oscar? Because he should be, because he's perfect, right? But
Yes.
how amazing would it be if him being so funny and clever, he clevered himself out of a box office success because people are like, nope, that looks stupid, and they just don't see it.
That would be hilarious because all of a sudden his movie goes to theaters and makes no money, but then like 4 weeks in, somebody watched it and they're like, this is fucking hilarious and great, and then like before it ends, it makes a little bit more, but then it just like leaves theaters without like making its full potential. That'd be so goddamn hilarious.
Clone Geek says Ridley Scott.
Ooh, I can see that.
That would actually be an interesting concept.
Yeah, it would be.
So I think Jordan Peele might have ripped off Edgar Wright. Because do you guys remember the trailers that were in Grindhouse?
Yeah.
Do you remember the fucking one? Don't.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
don't.
I do.
That's what this sounds like. Nope. It's like every time.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Well, see, Edgar Wright's trailer, even though it was a trailer, was actually entertaining. This poster already irritates me, so I don't know what to tell you.
Up next, we have our friend Nelson the Gentleman. Thank you very much for your generous super chat. He says, theory, Andre the Giant's mother was a Sasquatch. His father was his father as a hunter. He was adopted by a French family. Andre is actually Jeff's secret father. Jeff is 1/4 Sasquatch. No disrespect meant by this. No disrespect taken. I actually like when people try to write backstories.
I mean,
folks, by the way, if you write shit like this, we will. We're building a little WCBS canon that you guys can contribute to. So if it's really funny, like this one, Jeff is a 1/4 Sasquatch. That's fine. That's officially part of the canon.
Well, there you go.
You learn something new every day about yourself.
He has to shave every 30 minutes. You have no idea how frustrating it is.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me and Teen Wolf in the same room at the same time?
Nope.
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Never
When
seen
I was a
Jeff
kid-
and Sasquatch in the same room at a time either. So I mean,
Look,
there you go.
I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. I'm a little older than I've told you, and when I was a child, I was the stunt double for Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf. So there you go. The secret's out. 1/4 Sasquatch.
I mean, that makes sense.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. You were just, I fucking knew it, man. There's something about you, bro. You know what I mean?
I feel so free that I can be open with people. Thank you, Nelson the Gentleman. Jabraylin Van Zant, thank you very much. He says, what are the chances Disney has an Activision Blizzard investigation come out and be sued by Florida or California?
Shit. I fucking hope so. I really
You guys
do.
heard about this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's been so much like, I guess, sexual misconduct or whatever, like over there that they've like, I think 2,000 employees have signed a petition now for them to be investigated like thoroughly. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
It really is.
They're in deep shit, man.
Mhm.
They're in deep shit.
Yep.
So I guess we should at least tell the audience. So I found an article titled Inside Blizzard Developers' Infamous Bill Cosby Suite.
Oh, God damn it.
Booze, sexual remarks, and a giant portrait of Cosby are all at the center of the Activision
There's
lawsuit.
there's an actual portrait. Like they have like a.
Hold on, I'm about to pull it up.
Okay.
right now.
All right. No, sorry.
Here is an inside look at the Bill Cosby suite.
Huh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
the fact
here we
that
go.
there's
Is
photo
the mini
evidence
fridge
of
stock
this
full of
is
pudding pop?
fucking horrible.
Since
Yeah.
news broke last week of widespread allegations of sexual harassment and discrimination at Activision Blizzard via a legal complaint from the state of California, many top male developers there, both currently and former, have responded with shock and dismay. But while many claim they weren't aware of this comes from Kotaku, so I'm not going to read any fucking more. I just saw the Bill Cosby suite. Fuck Kotaku. They're trash. I will never give them a delighted day in a positive way. Fuck them. I wish they didn't exist. I don't care if they do good journalism. All the damage they've done in general and all their other garbage articles don't deserve any kind of praise. I know that comes from a really mean place all of a sudden, but fuck them. They really are a problem.
100%. But
The mini bar at at the Bill Cosby suite, all the drinks come pre-roofied, so there's that.
Uh,
So they're just a little bit more expensive than usual, but that's why.
Cosby
God.
Bonita, that's what they should have called the fucking place.
Shit.
Yeah, but that picture you just showed, like that is damning fucking evidence, and it's just so horrible that it exists. And somebody found him, just like, you guys fucked up hard.
Yeah, dude.
I just don't want, let this play out the way it has to. But I hope Activision doesn't try to make up for this by making their games more politically correct. Because last year,
yeah, that's not how you fucking make up for this.
We don't give a fuck about political correctness, and then they made a whole bunch of money. So I want everyone to be cool and be excellent to each other. I just don't want them to like try to save their image so hard that I already think they suck, and I don't like to support them. But like the Call of Duty games and all that shit have a market. People like it. You may not like it. I don't buy them, but Dion likes them, and that's cool. Right. That's for you. I play Halo all the time. You're Call of Duty. Other people play that shit. It works. I don't want all of a sudden everyone in the world to go, oh, we need to have an inside look at what Activision makes. No, fix the real problems, fix that shit, but don't all of a sudden try to self-censor, because that's the next step in society. Everyone's like, oh God, I got to fix all my past and my future mistakes because of this current situation. Fix this. Don't change anything else.
Yeah. Fix a horrible work environment and the culture you have on there, and just make good fun shit. That's it.
Now, to answer your question directly, Jabraylin Van Zant, I don't think anything like this will happen. I know people love to talk and think Disney's on the, oh, they're going to get in so much trouble. They'll just settle this one. Now, if we find out down the road, like if this opens up more stuff, I still think Disney would get away. Disney's connected. People think, well, isn't Activision connected? Not in the same way, especially in the state of California and the state of Florida. They have so much invested. It would take way more than one or two lawsuits to really get those states. Because look at what happened last year. When those states shut down, and you see how much it affects Disney. Like Disney, good or bad, is really in there with them. So I don't think anything would come from it.
Yeah.
Now, Primer, in the year 3535, reanimated horse hybrid Dion Green becomes president of the world. He implements the bullshit tax and is paid in the new currency, shitcoin.
Oh God, should we make our own cryptocurrency? Because I feel like we should. I mean, just add it to the pile at this point.
Sure. The most industrious podcast on the planet. We have our own currency now.
Yeah, called shitcoin.
I like it.
I love this. Can somebody in the chat, at least one of the fans for a while, help us and like index the year 3535 stuff, and maybe in September shoot us an email with what we've talked about so far, and then we'll take it from there. But we really appreciate it. We might do a weird, Conan style recap or something. Who knows? Yeah. In the year 3535. And we'll write, if you help us out, we'll write you into the canon too. You'll be like the black dude from the beginning of Bill and Ted. Mm-hmm. Uncultured Barbarian says the men who stare at wangs.
Oh God.
TLJ Screwjob says, I've been like a wang to you. Be a wang to me now. Wang speed, Spider-Man. Is it wrong that I'm such a nerd? The first thing when I was reading this was, I hope he put the hyphen in Spider-Man.
No, I'm the same goddamn way. I'm just like, ew.
Dude, the only reason I ever bring this up about the hyphen, and TLJ Screwjob, you're perfect, dude, on this one. I just bring it up because Spider-Man himself in the book will be like, if you don't put the hyphen in it, you spelled my name wrong. So I always laugh. It's like the character breaks the fourth wall multiple times, like throughout the years, to tell the audience, if you don't put the hyphen in my name, you spell it wrong. And I just, every time I'm like, please, people, read the books. Now that you bring up the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, though, I'm going to be taking out my box set. I haven't watched those movies, dude, in like 2 years. Dion, is that uncharacteristic of me or what?
Very uncharacteristic.
Uncultured Barbarian. So I married a wang murderer.
Oh my God. Is her name Lorena?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the John Bobbitt story?
Oh God. We know how this one ends.
Yeah.
Xanarkand says, what franchise would you hate to see Disney acquire?
Shit.
Anything at this point, really.
Yeah, to say all of them.
Anything. I mean, it's Terminator's bad enough.
Yeah, they apparently they have Die Hard as well. So I mean, they're.
I'm gonna go. What do I do? I'm gonna just say like DC properties, and it's not because the Batman and Superman versus Spider-Man and Captain America or Iron Man movie won't make $10 trillion. It's because we've watched what they do with Marvel heroes, where they kind of homogenize the unique ones and turn them into 8 to 10 different types. Black Widow, played by Florence Pugh or Scarlett Johansson, it doesn't matter. It's the same character. And I understand it's literally not, but take into account what I'm saying here. Like, I don't want to see that happen with DC. And you could argue DC has done that, but it's okay if another company does that to their own characters. If Marvel buys it and then does it to them, it just is worse. You're fucking up Batman, Superman, all of these things. They only know how to do shittier business with these characters across the board. So that's my answer. DC. Also, our friend Yakase says the lion, the wang, and the wardrobe. Somebody in the chat said the wangs have never owned. Oh my God, Harrison Ford's greatest film.
Yeah, The Magnificent Wang.
Dun, 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 dun. Is that starring Ron Jeremy?
No, he's got some legal issues, so we'll just sub in Peter North.
Yeah, I think I heard about that recently. I was just like, that's rough, man. That's rough.
Well, yeah. Adam Wofford says Aliens, The Hunting of the Wang.
Okay.
I don't want your Wang hunted. Darian217 also says Star Wars, The Wang Awakens. Yakase fires back with a fistful of wangs.
There you go, for a few wangs more.
Uncultured Barbarian fires back with the wang that men do. So now wang's a verb. I love it.
Yeah.
His favorite hobby.
Wang 'em high. There you go.
How about Wang High Noon?
Yeah.
And Wang High Nights.
These are all like Morning Wood movies. That's all they are.
3:10 to Wang.
Oh God.
Not Wang 10 to Yuma.
Yeah.
That sounds like it is a James Mangold picture, so yeah. Uncultured Barbarian, thank you very much. He says, new game. Watch the Fast and Furious films and replace the word family with Wang.
Oh God.
There's always room for Wang.
You don't turn your back on family.
You don't turn your back on Wang.
No.
But what's real is family, 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 family.
Oh,
Those were so fun to make.
Oh, they're so good.
Technical Chet says your top 5 sitcom characters of all time. Is Red Foreman on your list? He's one of my favorite TV dads.
Yeah, I don't know if top 5. He's easily top 10. That's tough.
God, your top 5 sitcom characters, dude. This is a great question.
Al Bundy.
Yep.
Carl Winslow.
Yeah, Carl Winslow and Steve Urkel.
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
I love them both.
Yeah. Uncle Phil, obviously.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Tim Taylor.
I mean, him, Al, and what was the neighbor's name?
Wilson.
Wilson, yeah. I mean, him, Al, and Wilson are they got to be on the list.
Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it always comes back to bite him, no matter what. And
remember the show Mama? She's on my list. What's her name?
Oh, from Mama's Family?
Mama's Family.
Oh, Vicki Lawrence.
Thank you, Vicki Lawrence.
Oh God.
That show was so fucking
Hey
hilarious.
Dion, where do you put Bernie Mac from the Bernie Mac Show?
Oh shit, that's a good question. He might be top 20. I don't know if I'd put him top 15 or higher, but he's definitely on the list. He's on there.
So, technical Chet, I can actually give you my top 5 favorite sitcom characters, and no, Red Foreman is not on the list. So, in no specific order, Frank Reynolds, Dennis Reynolds, Deandra Reynolds, Matt, Ronald McDonald, and Charlie Kelly are my 5 favorite sitcom characters. The gang from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. If I can't pick, actually I can pick those. I didn't realize that I wasn't thinking. I was thinking like, 90s sitcom, the TGIF shit. I was like, wait, It's Always Sunny. I looked up the list. It's Always Sunny is a sitcom. That's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. So
it counts.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Danny Tanner. Oh, good. Dion, I got great news.
What's that?
When you look up sitcoms, Raven Simone's Raven's Home is on the list. Isn't that
awesome?
Good.
What? Fucking Raven Simone.
I met her once. It was weird.
I'm so excited to be at WrestleMania.
Do you think she really was?
No.
Hell no, that check cleared.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah, it's the best type of check, the ones that clear.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves those ones.
007 Cloud says Spider Wang, Homecoming. It's a dirty title.
Yes, it is. Filthy.
860 Saiyan God says Bloodsport XXX equals Wang Sport.
gives Chong Li saying "you are next" a whole new meaning.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, USA.
Yeah.
Uncultured Barbarian, thank you, Archie says, damn it, now I want to listen to Wang Chung and watch Jimmy Wang Yang matches.
I mean, that's not a bad way to spend the evening.
No.
Yeah, Duke could go.
Dance all day.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you my cousin knows Jimmy Wang Yang?
You did tell me that. I can't remember the circumstance, but I remember laughing my ass off like this is a small ass world.
So my cousin used to work at a place called Quick Stop Tire and Lube. Yes, no Quick Stop, but no relation to the Kevin Smith film. Long story short, Jimmy Wang Yang lives here in Cincinnati, and as instead of being something stupid, he has a pretty cool job out of retirement. He has a party bus, multiple party buses.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he.
Hold on. No. Here's the thing: we've been to Ohio a couple times, and you failed to mention this and failed to, get a party bus. So what?
Question is so he owns the company, but does he drive them himself? Like if we order, one of Jimmy Wang Yang's party buses in Cincinnati, is like Jimmy Wang Yang gonna fucking come rolling up and being like, "Yo, what's up?"
Probably because he personally brought in each van or bus or whatever to this place to get worked on. So he drove each one uniquely to the place. There were multiples. But he was cool because he would give everyone the leftover booze from bachelorette parties. He'd be like, here you guys go. I got cases of beer that they left. Take it. So Jimmy Wang Yang's like a fucking cool dude.
Well, of course, because all the different wine coolers. It's a bachelorette party. Come on now.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's pretty cool if that's what happens. Because, like, one time I went to Steve's Hot Dogs on the Hill, which is a place here. That's the one that I sent you the picture, Jeff, that they've got the burgers now named after Eddie Murphy stuff. And the guy, Steve Ewing, he was the lead singer of a band called The Urge. They were a local band, big in the 90s, ska. And the dude actually, I knew it was his place. I sat there, I ordered my food. I'm sitting down there, and fucking Steve Ewing walks up and hands me a food and asks me, or says, hope it tastes good. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm like, holy shit, Steve Ewing just served me a hot dog. So I think it's cool when people like that have their own businesses.
He served you a wang, sir. He served you a wang.
Yeah, it was a Gorilla Mac and Cheese dog. Don't judge me. It was delicious.
Yeah, Dr. Blue Box, House of 1,000 Wangs, the Riley Reid story.
Yeah.
Yakase says, parody, Monty Python and the Holy Wang. Peter North starring as Sir not appearing in this film.
Yeah, there you go.
So let's jump back to a topic I wanted to bring up earlier in the show, but accidentally clicked away from because StreamYard sometimes sucks. Ghostbusters, boys. The new Ghostbusters trailer dropped the other day. We talked about it briefly on the other stream, but not on WCBS. What did you think of it? Starting with you, Kendo.
It makes me a little bit more excited for the movie. It kind of answered a few questions like, who is the, deceased, like they act like one of them's dead. Obviously it's going to be Harold Ramis, and they answer that question. And
hearing his voice, I almost teared up during the trailer, by the way.
Right. And so that's kind of cool. So they're definitely paying homage to him there. He's, whatever. It'll be neat to see where they go with it. The ending of it where Ray still has his, his occult bookstore. and all that stuff, and he picks up the phone and answers just "we're closed," and then the stuff that happens in between it, I'm pretty excited for it. I think they're going to do a really good job with this movie. I hope it's going to be way better in 2016 because that movie doesn't really exist.
Lowest bar.
Yeah, so
It's going to take James Cameron to bring that thing up.
all right, so look, I'm pretty excited for it because
James Cameron anymore either.
no, it's true.
Never
That's true. I'm good. I'm happy about it. I'm excited. It's got Paul Rudd in it, so naturally I'm going to be happy to see that, and I think they're going to do pretty well with it. And if they are passing off the baton based on the action figures they released, it's going to be, to the grandkids. Or the kids, grandkids. I don't remember. Either way, I'm in. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Dion, what about you?
Ghosts.
I am not going to lie to you. It made me pretty excited. I'm not head over heels. I'm not all 100% all in because obviously, as the fans remember, I got honey dicked with the first Suicide Squad trailer.
Dark Fate?
No. Cool it, please. Down in the peanut gallery. But no, I seen the trailer. You son of a bitch. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Looked way fucking better. Obviously, Paul Rudd is a goddamn treasure. The fucking story with them getting the house seems to be, it's not fucking so convoluted that it's detracting from the story in the trailer. And obviously it even with the goofy ass kids, I'm interested, man. I'm interested, especially when that was the first trailer when Paul Rudd goes, man, that's a really good replica. But yeah, dude, I am not gonna lie to you. It got me excited for this fucking movie, man. It did. And then to see we're a town with no tectonic plate activity is having earthquakes and seeing the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the store, and they're bringing back villains that we recognize. Oh shit, man! I think I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. I'm excited.
Well,
now, Nick, what say you?
Yeah, man. I watched her a couple times just to make sure. I was just like, this looks really good. I really love it. It looks very interesting. I just hope it's good. I just really hope it's good. That's all I want. Just give me a good 90 minutes that I can be really satisfied with, that I spent my money on. But yeah, even when the kids are driving around and you have the remote controlled ghost catcher thing and all that stuff, I was just like, this is that was cool. That was a little cool invention. The girl being the granddaughter of one of them is great. Having the callback, seeing any pots in there was cool in the beginning.
Yeah.
I hope Rick Moranis is in it. I'm not gonna be mad if he's not, but I just want to see him for a second. Just have him in there. That'd be great. I'm not gonna be mad if he's not in there, but I would just like to him to be there. That's my only request. But other than that, it looks great. I want it to be good. I just want it to be good, Jeff. That's all.
I'm getting major Force Awakens vibes around a lot of this. But then again, I was also the guy that sat in Force Awakens and didn't like it, and it wasn't until The Last Jedi everyone was like, "Oh, Star Wars from Disney sucks." Now, I'm not acting like whatever, I know the future, but pay attention to the trailer because I'm positive on this movie. I like what I've seen. I want this to be awesome. I hate Ghostbusters 2016, but that doesn't make this an instantly awesome movie. It's got to do so much, and I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. For what I've seen from this trailer, fine. I was entertained. And knowing the original Ghostbusters are coming back based on the toys, cool. I'm trying not to judge this film on, I would rather watch the original guys and Paul Rudd fuck around for 2 hours. That's not really what this discussion's about. It's what I saw in front of me. And what I saw in front of me were very similar parallels to The Force Awakens, where they're creating the world around the event, where basically the world treats the event of the first movie in a different non-historical way, which is my biggest complaint about this new Ghostbusters movie, because the trailer talks about how, nobody knows, nobody believes, they've been forgotten. Cecil Ruxpin's love child, this is my opinion, or my question. Are people so stupid they forgot about the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and the Statue of Liberty? In no future, in no fantasy, in no anything do I believe the humans of modern day New York forgot about the time the Statue of Liberty got the fuck up and walked down the street. Like, I'm so, like, I get it. You guys want to, Hollywood, you want to make these fucking movies where it's like, we're going to redo this and we're going to reset the timeline and do a soft reboot. That's all this is a soft reboot. And that's fine. Cool. But just don't forget what they're doing with it. The trailer works for people. It's got the same hallmarks. It's got the same fucking beats. That music sounds very similar to how they do Disney Star Wars. That shot of the Ecto-1, tell me that isn't just like the shot of the Millennium Falcon flying around from The Force Awakens. And you know what? Dan Aykroyd's Answered the Phone Ain't Too Far Off from Chewie We're Home. It's the same beat for beat. And that's fine. It's how you market this shit. Halloween's guilty of it. Indiana Jones will be guilty of it. But I got to wait to see this movie to give it, my honest assessment. We will watch this movie for the channel. We will see it as soon as it comes out. We'll be talking about Wokebusters and all this other fun shit. This movie will be talked about on the channel. So be on the lookout for it. Now, speaking of lookout, guys, I've already seen some of the toys out on shelves.
Jeff has just
Really?
killed my buzz.
Yeah.
See, I definitely get the calm down, girl. I definitely get the Force Awakens bit. I think that's a great. It's just very interesting that what I went to was the the trailer for Suicide Squad, and you got a lot of Force Awakens vibes. I think that's actually pretty good. But yeah, man, I understand. That's the thing that's interesting is the hesitancy because we've been burned so many fucking times, and it's specifically by Sony. So that is why I really don't. I'm not judging you at all for that. That being said, again, I'm still leaning with Suicide Squad, dude. Like, it's just the trailer. I thought, there's enough member berries to keep you interested, at least to figure out what the hell's going on. But at the same time, they're definitely leaving it open to where, hey, it's been 40 years, blah 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 blah. That part is still very hard to swallow for me too, especially that at least. Obviously, if it's who we think it is, they're still making Stay Puft Marshmallow Man aberrations, which is pretty funny to do, But that was a member berry that I was like, okay, that's how you do it the correct way. So yeah, man, I don't know. I definitely don't blame you, but I'm a little more optimistic, baby.
Yeah,
Bring it.
I would like to lean on the fact that a Reitman is in charge, so that should hopefully not be a problem. It's like when they gave Star Wars over from George Lucas, it went to J.J. Abrams, and that was a problem. I would like to think that Ivan Reitman's kid has a little bit of sense to him. Maybe even talks to the old man, and he says, "This is how you're supposed to do this. This is what you got to do." And leads him through it to kind of say, "Yeah, don't fuck up."
That's what I hope too. Ivan Reitman's two kids actually are decent, actors or creators. His son directs, his daughter acts. She's Maureen Ponderosa on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, for those who don't know. But that's a good point. That's a good way to look at it. Ivan Reitman is very self-aware. And now I know people were using the Ghostbusters 2 argument, how in the first film they're like, oh, it was a hoax. Everybody made it up. But that's why I also didn't jump to Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on Tuesday's show. It was the Statue of Liberty thing. So, I am going into this movie blank slate. I'm not giving it any passes because 2016's garbage, but I'm also not shitting on it because of a question I might have based on a trailer. I don't think that's fair to myself, actually. It's not even to worry about what's fair to the movie. It's to myself because I love Ghostbusters. I want to go and be entertained. So I'm going to go in as a normal dude. And we will review it. We will watch it. We will do everything you guys want with this movie. I'm hoping that this is the franchise film that can break out of that cycle of the soft reboots. But if not, you can put this on record too. If this movie goes for the soft reboot and sucks ass, Ghostbusters is done forever. Because Finn Wolfhard...
This is the last chance. This is the last chance.
Yeah, this is really...
This is the last chance, at least for the next fucking 15 years. Because,
Oh, dude.
2016 failed so hard. I mean,
But
again...
dude,
Right.
Go ahead, man.
I was like, not even 15 years. It's dead after this. You're talking about a 40-year-old film franchise where only 3 of the guys are still around. there really isn't demand for anything new with Ghostbusters. Just old shit. People want the old shit.
Yeah,
Like,
and even then, the comic books that we read for recently that came out were wonderful and great and perpetuated that story forward. If they just keep doing things like that and putting out little things here and there, like they do with Back to the Future, we'll be fine.
now,
But yeah, but Jeff, you're right. Like this is literally the last chance. If they fuck this up, it's entirely done. It is entirely done. They can't make any more movies. No more live action shows. No nothing.
Listen, I mean, the fan bases, again, that's our problem. Loyalty is very easily weaponized. You wait a decade, you wait a decade and a half. People, they don't forget, but you've outlasted your burning hatred of what came out. So yeah, I will never say it's dead, especially because the fucking original two movies of Ghostbusters are just so goddamn good. That buys a lot of fucking room, right? That being said, it definitely. I'm not going to say you guys are 100% wrong, because if this one sucks, especially when you went out after what you learned in 2016, that's when loyalty can become a problem, because it's like, yo, we stuck with you. At this point, it's a 5-year span of you fucking up. You fuck up this time, I'm going to be a grandfather by the time I fucking start, trusting the Ghostbusters franchise, for sure.
I wish you're gonna have to tell your grandkids about the time that Sony fucked up the Ghostbusters. Like, listen here, kids. Let me tell you a story.
I just wish though,
I was hurt real bad.
Yeah.
I wish people though could be honest with what the Ghostbusters franchise actually is to society, and not the modern pop culture fantasy version. Because how Ghostbusters really breaks down, it's this film that is huge.
Yep.
But Ghostbusters kind of goes away in the 90s and never really comes back. There are toys, there are some things, but people act like a lot of, like, every 80s franchise that we're talking about has been like all engines roaring or whatever. Fucking, I can't.
No, that's,
but like,
yeah, that's
full
all
steam
of them
ahead,
they all go away and come back. And this is another thing where it's like, I don't think the people who make Ghostbusters know what it is anymore, because nobody made it intentionally that way. It's kind of one of those happy accident movies where it's cocaine and creativity, special effects, money, all of this crazy shit. You're coming off of successes. I mean, these guys were SNL, early 80s classics. I mean, their names are all over, and you put them together and you just happen to make this thing. But they didn't even know what they were doing at the time. Look at all that bum shit. Remember, Nick, all those deleted scenes about
dude,
the
no,
bum?
yeah. Speaking of that, like, the crazy, like, 5-disc Blu-ray thing that came out with all the special features that even explains, like, them in the museum and Ray getting blown by a ghost and things like that. That breaks down all those scenes. And here's the thing: if you've ever seen the first Ghostbusters, if you haven't, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But it's
Right.
edited and done so tightly that if you put any of those deleted scenes in there, it fucks up the flow and fucks up the whole thing altogether. The way that the way that movie is made is perfect.
Yeah,
The
and
timing,
I don't think you can
the
replicate
music,
that.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, and that is extremely difficult to replicate. I really think that happened by accident. In all honesty, I think it happened by accident.
I'd say most of what makes Ghostbusters great happened by accident. And you can't replicate it. Look, when you get most of the people back for part 2, no matter how much you love part 2, and Kenda loves it, it's not the first movie. It's still a fine film.
No, it's not.
But you're talking one of the greatest movies ever, and I don't think that's crazy to say about Ghostbusters, because it ties so many genres together and does it perfectly. And then you're talking about trying to replicate that. And that's why I keep going back to the Star Wars parallel, because even George Lucas himself couldn't recapture the magic of Star Wars in 1999. Hell, that's what ran him off from Star Wars, because he couldn't do it again. And people did not let him forget about that. And now big corporations are just big corporations. Sony is faceless. So you can just blame Sony. You don't really have a person to blame. But that's kind of what this feels like. And I'm ready to be proven wrong. I want to go in and have a great time. But I will comment on one thing. Tree Rock Creation says, if the villain from the first Ghostbusters, comes back and is defeated by the kids, doesn't that degrade the first movie? I would be pissed if Gozer comes back.
Well, here's the thing. We're seeing inklings of those old characters. We don't know if it's. Personally, what I think is that it's a force that's bringing those things back, for a bigger force bringing those things, from the past forward.
Why can't they bring new ghosts? Like we're
no, 100%, they should. 100% they should.
We have Gozer the Gozerian and Zool and all this shit coming back. It's like.
And
See where the
Vigo.
Force Awakens parallels?
No, 100% they should. I really think they should because there's enough creativity. They could pull something from fucking Tobin's Spirit Guide and like pull and make that a ghost, and have that reference in there for God damn it, Dan Aykroyd's character to fucking come and talk about. They could do that entirely. And I think they should have and should, but also like member berries and doing a soft reboot and things like that. They need those things to help the normies and the audience in general, like be like, hey, remember these things? Remember these things?
Oh, I remember.
And no, I'm with you, Jeff. They should do an entirely new boss or creature or ghost or something. They really should.
Because all I'm seeing here is Darth Vader's helmet from The Force Awakens. I will finish what you started, grandfather. That story's over. The Ghostbusters showed that prehistoric bitch how they did things downtown. They won. Like, what is it with modern movies where they try to undo the old guy's work?
It's because it's safe. We've touched base on this, and my kid keeps yelling in the fucking back room. It's you guys brought up the answer to your own fucking question, right? It was fucking creativity and cocaine, and it was an accident. There's something to be said, and I will beat this horse dead until I'm blue in the fucking face.
Wait,
to combine all the fucking metaphors in the world. I said beat, not beat off.
Okay.
When
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
Yeah, that still makes me uncomfortable.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Anyway, back to your story.
You done? You done? Are we you gonna pull any more out of the holster there?
No, bitch!
I had one more. I broke it. Anyway.
Okay.
That was good. I'll give you that one was good. But that was perfectly fucking timed. But yeah, fucking, that shit was on accident. There was a genuine bit of creativity there that the audience, Sony and Disney, and all these other studios, they're convinced that moviegoers are dumb, that they're not going to pick up on certain things. But, with the loyalty aspect is so important because we love this movie. It's genuine when they, everything from, like Nick said, the movie's so fucking tight, from the production to the fucking actors is perfectly put together because they wanted to make a great movie. When you have a reboot, they're just checking boxes because if we do this, that, and that, we're going to make $1 billion. There's no creativity behind it. It's just a copy and paste and boom, moviegoers are going to fall for it because they're dumb, right? That's why that shit never fucking works. And it's so easy to tell. You can tell when a movie's genuinely been put together well. When the story, the fucking actors all mesh, the fucking, even the side characters or the B storylines are either funny or compelling. When they just copy and paste shit like they did with the 2016, and it's the perfect example of how not to do that. And so is The Force Awakens, which I still will say is the worst Star Wars movie of the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Side stories don't make sense. Things you add in because you're just copy and pasting. There's no editing. There's no you seeing it, making sure it makes sense. And you can tell that shit from the word go, from the beginning of the film. You can tell when someone genuinely put time and work into this shit.
Yeah. Now, is there anything else you guys want to say about Ghostbusters before we get caught up with the audience and talk about the Suicide Squad? Now, folks, we're also going to be talking about Doctor Who and a couple other topics tonight, as well as He-Man, a little bit of wrestling, and I actually have some choices for the 14th Doctor lined up. So everyone,
eat yourself up.
Yeah, he's on there 5 times.
Yes.
Now, Primer, thank you very much. Primer says, I'd be interested in seeing a XXX parody of G-Force. It just needs 4 things. Axel Braun is a producer, 5 gerbils, 50 yards of PVC pipe, and Richard Gere. I don't know what happened to our show, but I like it.
Pretty wangin'.
Walking
down the street, pretty wangin'.
I just think
the one I like to beat off. Pretty wangin'.
Yeah.
Why don't you just have pretty women wanging down the street? That's a weirder song.
That's a way different reaction too, isn't it?
You're like, oh,
yeah,
it's a crying game.
Those are those.
Dude,
Oh
I
god.
was going through some Kevin Smith clips to make the video for yesterday. You know what I realized?
What?
He's one of those celebrities that, like, you know, everyone's past comes up to try to cancel him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm genuinely surprised people have not bitched about his old work. I'm happy they haven't, because I don't think he needs to be canceled for anything. Yeah, even the He-Man shit. I don't believe in cancel culture. I think it's retarded. I hate cancel culture. Bad work will consume a person. But I think Kevin Smith has the right opinion so hard that he honestly, maybe he has this opinion because he's afraid of his old work that much.
100%.
The Kimmel effect,
dude. That's exactly what it is. He does that so he doesn't get canceled. That, you know, it's you know, essentially Kevin Smith is the fucking Tinder robot of the movie industry right now, where he just is piling all this shit on because he thinks someone's going to call him out for his old shit, which I agree. You shouldn't. There's so many factors that go into, you know, different time periods and the material that's funny and all that shit, right? But he's 100% trying to insulate himself from any criticism from his past work. 100%. I think he's even trying to, you know, to protect himself from something as recent as Zack and Miri Make a Porno. I think Kevin Smith is he's so jelly spined now that he is terrified.
Dude, he drops the N-bomb like Quentin Tarantino in some of his movies. Like, It's funny. Like, I don't give a shit. You put this in the movie, but it's like it's like he operated as people should have back then, with whatever they thought would make the best entertainment and not worry about the political backlash or the canceling or this and that. And like I said, I stand by my statement. I'm against cancel culture. I don't want Kevin Smith canceled. You know, you can make him answer for He-Man. That is a completely different topic. But
well, yeah, that's not canceling him for that. That's
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm still on board for shitting on that dude for all of his bad work and stupid crap. This was an observation I had when I was making yesterday's video, because it was the Shaka Luther King scene. He's like, "Did you?" I don't say that shit on the channel, but you know, it was just a great line. It's the part where he's looking at Jamie Kennedy and he's like, "Clean this shit up about the coffee." You know what I'm talking about, Kendo?
Yeah.
Flavor. Like, I was just very surprised that people haven't People get offended by a shitty Bill Burr joke. It's not even a shitty joke. It's like, it's a bad joke. He's like, it wasn't even a good one.
They got mad at him because he called out the media for what they are, and I'm just like, really? You got mad at him for that?
Well, listen. I think to Jeff's point, we're at a very unique place culturally where, and I'm gonna. It's a phrase I've been saying a lot lately. Everyone wants to be right. They don't want to do right. You know, doing the right thing means having a conversation and it being a two-way street and admitting things legitimately that you did wrong that you can fix, or things you can do in the future. Now, the knee-jerk reaction to cancel somebody is like, boom, this makes up for everything that I ever did, and then I can never be questioned, and that means that everything I'm doing is good because everybody agrees with me. That's what the issue is. And we're seeing the adverse effect of that with people like fucking Kevin Smith. Don't get me wrong, you know, if what you do is good, you know, if you use a few words I don't like, whatever, you know, it's all about context. That's what makes it difficult. You know, it's all about context. You know, Mr. Kevin Smith over here wants to shed a few tears, get some pity points, and then everyone wants everyone to forget about his past shit that is barely 10 years old. Right. So that's what makes him a raging pussy. That's what makes him deserving of so much fucking criticism, because he's not doing it because he gives any two shits about women in comic books or people of color or any of that shit. He's doing it for himself. It is a selfish thing that he's doing, and he needs to answer for that shit. At the same time, yeah, you know, cancel culture is a real fucking thing. You know, and it's it's not sustainable, you know, because they eat themselves alive all the fucking time, as we've seen over and over just in the last couple fucking years.
So, okay, sorry. Were we on the super chats, or did we jump to the Suicide Squad already?
We were starting to go there. We were just tickling the tip with Kevin Smith's bullshit.
Oh, well, hold on. Speaking of tickling the tip, Kendo's going to want to hear the super chat. Darian217, thank you for your generous super chat. Maitland Ward, thanks for the heads up last week, is doing a full circle, going to star in mainstream comedy titled The Big Time, also allegedly signed a 2-year extension with Vixen Media Group.
Why did I want to hear that?
Because you're the reason why I know she even did porn in the first place.
Well, yeah,
You're
but
like
you guys are the reason. You're the reason I knew that she was doing the nude modeling.
See, we help
Well,
each
you're
other
the
out.
reason. You're the
Teamwork
reason
makes the nut
we knew
dream
about-
work. God damn it.
Yeah. You're the reason we knew about her dark side circle jerk. Okay.
Well, guys, she's the example of what happens with life after Disney.
She will never be going back to Disney, probably.
Neither will Scarlett Johansson, but for two very different reasons.
I mean, listen, we're talking about Disney here. For the right price, anything's fucking possible, boys.
That's true.
That's true.
They don't give. That's the other side of the coin we be talking about. Disney doesn't give a shit,
Dude. If the price was right, Gina Carano would be coming back for the
100%.
They would find a way to apologize and get that shit right. They don't care.
Or they do the
Worse.
WWE thing where they fire somebody, don't talk about it for a couple months, and then quietly hire them back and not say shit. Disney would 100% fucking do that.
Selena Vega.
Thank you.
Except for she was forced to go delete her union supporting tweets.
Shit. Even the it was bullshit, but what they did to Daniel Bryan for choking and spitting on Justin Roberts, which is still hilarious.
And Justin Roberts sucks. He deserved it. I know.
I'm 50-50 on Justin Roberts. He can be a little crybaby, but at the same time, it's like,
hey, he fucking goat roped that guy that jumped the barricade in AEW. So
I'll give Justin Roberts his due respect. He's got a good voice, and he wasn't a bad ring announcer. After I got used to him, he overdid it. He's no, Howard Finkel, Tony Chimmel, even Lillian Garcia. But Justin Roberts is definitely that fourth tier in terms of the hierarchy. He's not bad. And whoever they have now, I don't even know who the fuck they are.
They
also never got
swapping
hurt by getting drilled off the ring apron like Lillian Garcia did.
That is still, I feel so bad for laughing about that, but goddamn, that was funny. And then they made him apologize the next week. Yep. Holy shit, that was hilarious. Lillian's a tough bitch, man, because I felt because it's oh my god, she just, and you just hear her going, I'm like, I shouldn't laugh at this, but Charlie, what were you doing? That's hilarious.
The Major Spike 9000s, I know I posted this chat earlier, but 26 was the 30th anniversary. Paul Reubens was arrested for cranking it in an adult movie theater. You want to guess which state this happened in?
I know.
I do too.
California, wasn't it?
Oh, Nick, would you like to guess?
I'm gonna say Florida, Jeff.
Bingo.
Hey, I still say it's bullshit that he got in trouble for that. That's
no,
bullshit.
100% bullshit.
Oh, it's 100% bullshit.
Because what do you do in those theaters? That's what you do.
Exactly. People don't go for the fucking story.
No, you pay your money. You sit in the back, you whack off, and you fucking pick up your popcorn and get the fuck out, man.
So,
holy shit!
I know this is unpopular. Herman, I have no issues talking about Paul Reubens and his mistake, but I don't want to look at his mugshot, so we're just going to use a picture of Pee Wee Herman because I used to love Pee Wee Herman as a kid. It broke my heart when this happened. I didn't know why he got taken off TV. It just, he was gone.
Oh, dude, I hated it.
No,
too.
I remember, dude. I remember very distinctly as a kid. Like I loved his show and I would watch all the time. I see him. I see his really shitty mugshot on the paperwork at the grocery store. And I asked my mom, I was like, "What happened to him?" He's like, "Paul Reubens in jail." And I was like, "What happened to him? Why did he go to jail?" Mom's like, "He was caught in a theater." I was like, "What do you mean he was caught in a theater?" She's like, he was caught in a theater, like she said something to the effect of like he was caught naked in a theater. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's what you told me.
My parents were a little bit more forthcoming, not completely. I was upset, and the one thing that was slightly comforting is that I guess they put all the Pee Wee Herman stuff on like mega clearance discount at the grocery or at the stores to get them out of there, because it was like the 1989 version of canceling somebody. And I did get the Pee Wee action figure with his little helmet and the scooter out of it. So yeah. I still have that somewhere. But I was like, what happened to him? Why is he in trouble? And they're like, he was, doing dirty things at a movie theater. I'm like, oh, I didn't know what that meant. I was 8. I didn't fucking know. But I got a cheap toy out of it, so I was happy.
There you go.
Dude, my mom cashed in on the Pee Wee Herman scandal. Because she bought me like every Pee Wee's Playhouse she could find. I had like 3 of the fucking houses, all the toys, Cherry, the scooter.
That's a smart woman, goddammit. That's a smart woman. You know what?
And now you can sell.
It's a rough patch for our boy. Exactly, and it's a rough patch for our boy Pee Wee. But let me get this shit on sale and get a steal out of here. don't worry, I'll still buy your shit when you get back on the right track there, Pee Wee. But thanks for the sale, buddy.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman's in that weird celebrity category where I'd be oddly excited to meet him. I'd be like, oh my god, it's Pee Wee Herman.
Listen, and the funny thing, to kind of bring people back to I guess further evidence why he really shouldn't have got in trouble for that is SNL turned him away. Think about that shit for a minute.
Yeah.
Lorne Michaels did not think that he was funny. That's insane. That's insane.
His comeback special was pretty good too, because like when he came back out to do stand up, he comes out as dressed as Pee Wee Herman. He's playing the character. He comes walking out on stage, and the first thing he says is, "Heard any good jokes lately?" So he owned that shit.
He did. No, he did own that shit, man.
Rob, that's a fucked up shirt. I would love that. 007 Cloud says Spider Wang. Sorry, Jeff. We close to Spidey month. Well, 007 Cloud, I can tell you this now. Spider-Man month will be in December, whenever the movie's coming out. Is it December or November? I'll look it up in a second. Whatever the month is.
That was probably a flea market pickup, because as a kid going to the flea market, there was always that guy there that made his own shirts, and most of them are extremely unpolitically correct.
I remember.
I remember.
You always find that really unpolitically correct shit at the flea market, and it's always
they're always at the flea market, dude. Without anything that's recent, it is there. In high school, our football team would go to Michigan International Speedway, and during the NASCAR weekends, the flea market was fucking crowded, and there was always T-shirts like that every single fucking year. You could set your watch to it, and now I want that goddamn shirt. There's
a couple that I was gonna say. There's a couple that I remember very well that I cannot set on them on air because we will get fucking popped right off the bat for those. I'll tell you later.
Oh my god!
Yeah. If you guys ever come to Tennessee, there are a couple of flea markets here. I'd be afraid to take you guys, but we guys will try to go to them.
We'd have to go. Oh my god! I would fucking kill for a shirt.
You'd find some really horrible shit for sure.
Pee Wee when he plays with himself. Oh fuck! People are awesome.
Well said. The unauthorized barbecue Tom Hanks says Wang versus Predator.
I mean,
did you watch that movie?
Depends who's in it. Lisa Ann making a comeback.
Depends who's playing Wang.
Right. Yeah. Lisa Ann coming back for a fucking return tour.
Girl, you know it's true. Wait, no, that's really vanilla shit.
You forgot to skip it when you were saying it too.
Girl,
you gotta go. Girl, you know it's girl, you know it's girl, you know. And then you have to just run off stage, panic.
I'm pretty sure at one point, either there's an episode of the show I put on Podbean with that clip as the ending, or there's a video where I just let that play and it is a joke. And if I haven't done it in a while, I'm going to do it again soon.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, who would have thought that two dudes from where were they?
Germany, right?
Netherlands. It was the Netherlands, I thought. Two dudes from Europe with fake shoulder pads as part of their fucking outfits were lip syncing. Who'd have thunk it?
Uncultured barbarian. I'd watch Wang versus Predator if Riley Reid was the Predator.
Whoa!
Does she make the weird clicking sounds whenever she sees one, with her heat sensors?
That's when she finishes.
By the way, Jeff, Spider-Man Home Brew or whatever comes out December 17th.
Spider-Man Homebrew? Was he working at fucking Starbucks?
Nah, he's working on a Raspberry Pi emulator.
This summer, Spider-Man Homebrew.
Wait, that's the name of the movie?
No, it's not really Homebrew. It's not Homebrew.
It's Strange Brew.
Oh.
Wang Brew. What's the date, Nick?
Whoa. You used the wrong thing to mix those drinks.
Did I? Anyway, sir, what is the date of Spider-Man for our friend
December 17th, 2021.
All right, so December will be Spider Month here on the channel, and Patreon and stuff. I'll have bonus content, and you
God.
guys can. I'll re-upload my old Spider-Man videos. You guys can check that one out too. That was one of my personal favorites. Now, speaking of personal favorite, we have. What'd you say?
I said, Lord knows Disney needs a good December because the last time they had a movie come out in December, it didn't do that great.
And bro, part of this goes to Sony still. So.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's true.
Now, Darian217 sends in 2 super chats, and then we're going to get to our next topic of the 13th Doctor, just to have a good laugh. Shazam! Fury of the Wangs, 2023, starring Lexington Steele with his co-star Riley Reid, directed by Axel Braun.
There you go.
Oh man.
You know what already has a porno title, and you don't need to change it to make the Triple X parody?
Yes.
Balls of Fury.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good point.
I think Christopher Walken should star in both.
I agree. Just be careful around a boat.
Now, Natalie, that's fucking harsh. Anyway, Darian217, thank you again. Has a great question, and you're gonna like the answer. He says, "Ghostbusters 1 and 2 drunk watch party before Ghostbusters 3 this year."
Yes. 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 Yes.
If we can do it together, I will make Spiked Ecto Cooler. I swear.
You will make it, and we will do that. This is going to be our year with Ghostbuster stuff. I'm going to try to put together the Twitch channel so we can do the stream of the game. I have it on Xbox, so we can stream the Ghostbusters.
Okay. I will too acquire it on Xbox so we can play.
So will I.
And then the Wokebusters comic will be on Indiegogo this year. So there you go, full circle. Now, folks, we're going to come
like
back.
A circle jerk.
Oh yeah, only different. All right, fine. One more super chat because it's a good one to transition with. From Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks. World of Wangcraft, a Blizzard exclusive.
Good. That's not far off.
I mean, all things considered, they need as many W's as they can fucking get.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now, guys, sad news. Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker showrunner, exits BBC series. Showrunner Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker are departing the BBC series after a trio of specials in 2022. So, Lady Doctor Who is no more. She's leaving. The showrunner's leaving. Yeah, like it's over. For all the talk, all the discussion, all the what the hell just happened, it is over. This experiment. Now, this is the Doctor Who that most people hated. This was the Doctor Who where the ratings fell. This was the Doctor Who where it dealt with really stupid topics that Doctor Who normally doesn't deal with. It's like, hey, let's do a Rosa Parks episode instead of an Aliens episode. Like, what are you trying to do? You didn't do much. No, this female Doctor will be probably regarded as the worst for a while. Actually, no, she'll be regarded as the best for a while. And then when everyone can be honest and not worry about political correctness, they'll go, those episodes were a load of shit, and we don't watch them anymore. So I went out of my way to give you my 5 choices for Doctor Who. The new Doctor, excuse me, the 14th Doctor. You guys ready?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, so number 1, I figure we needed a guy with the right energy because when the Doctor regenerates, it's a burst of energy. And so who has more energy than anyone on the planet? Well, Gary Busey. So he should be the Doctor. Now, I know Gary Busey's not for everyone. Maybe you don't like Mr. Joshua, but you definitely can't hate on the next guy or else you're a racist because I think another great contender for the 14th Doctor would be Martin Lawrence. Can you imagine this one, Dion?
I would laugh my ass off. Now, it depends. Are we getting Martin Lawrence today? Or are we getting Martin Lawrence today plus cocaine?
No, we're getting Martin Lawrence today plus a tracksuit made of a plastic bag.
I think I can live with that.
Okay. All right, cool. He barely did. Up next.
Goddamn. Oh, that was spicy. Oh, my tongue's burning after that one. Goddamn.
Oh, sorry. Up next, I figure if you want a terrible, terrible, terrible choice and you want to keep it, female, who better than our favorite woman, Aquifna? Think she could be the 14th Doctor?
She does.
I mean, you're checking 2 boxes there then.
Dude, season 14, Nora from Gallifrey. That's her fucking show.
God.
Oh. Up next, we also have a very, very, very different choice. But the Doctor is more than just action. He's visuals, he's audio, and no one has a more soothing voice than Gilbert Godfrey. So why not him as the Doctor?
Yes, absolutely.
What are you, a Time Lord?
Oh!
Oh my God,
And then finally, my personal choice. You can never go wrong with a little bit of cocaine and a lot of Nicolas Cage. So there you go. That's my 14th
Holy
Doctor.
shit.
That actually would just be really fucking cool. Can I help you?
It would be one of those things where you'd have to watch every week because you wouldn't know which way he would swing. You just wouldn't fucking know. And you'd
There's
have
an
to watch
episode
every
of
week.
Doctor Who waiting to be made where Nicolas Cage looks into the camera and he's like, "You thought this was fucking show?" And you start to question your own reality. I'm waiting for that episode.
If he can do that on that show, I'd be like, good for you, man. You fucking achieved something.
By the way, the Prime movie, The Wangateer, is a great film title.
The Wangateer. I don't how. So many questions. Is there a backpack involved? How does it work?
What about The Last Wang Scout?
I mean, yeah, I think that fits.
That sounds like a male casting couch movie.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
So, guys, we have another big superhero movie coming out in a few weeks. I know we're super excited for the Suicide Squad. Now, the first Suicide Squad sucked ass.
Trash.
It
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
It's the worst film in the DCEU, and I will fight anyone who says it's not. Like, it's shitty. I watched my friend rip his hat from his head and throw it down on the ground in anger and scream, "What the fuck did we just watch?" It was not fun. It was not a good time. But the new one has got nothing but positive reviews. 97% with 76 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. You guys surprised?
No.
I am not. I always have. I still believe in. Even though he was out as being kind of an asshole. James Gunn knows what he's fucking doing. I'm not surprised that's what's happened.
Now, I know people have been talking about this, and from what I've read, the reviews sound interesting, the film sounds interesting, it looks interesting. I'm not negative on this film in any way, but I do find it compelling that every DCEU film gets this pre-hype and then always shits the bed. The original Suicide Squad was getting rave reviews. Everyone was going on about Jared Leto. That movie is an embarrassment, and that movie is a failure, and that's what this film is trying to do, undo that one. So if it's great, I'm going to call it great. I'm very excited to watch this. Luckily, I don't have to pay for it. I already pay for HBO Max, so it's going to show up on my phone in a couple days. But I would be lying if I didn't bring up the red flags that are this amazing review score. It just seems a little too perfect in the world we live in. So we'll see it. We'll review it. We'll talk about it. What do you guys think based on what you've seen? Are you excited, interested? Do you give a shit about what you saw so far?
I mean, it looks interesting and funny. It looks like it's going to be at least a good time. But once again, we've been burnt before, and it is James Gunn, so I don't know.
I'm interested. Listen, I'm at the end of the day, I 100% am okay with the fact that, bitch, I'm a consumer. So, if I see something that looks good, I'm not gonna front. And the trailer looks pretty good. Now, the thing that makes me incredibly cautious is the fucking side story of Idris Elba and his fucking daughter. That's the thing where I'm just like, fuck. Anytime there's that fucking I'm trying to be a good parent side story, that shit usually doesn't work out that great. So that's a concern in terms of the focus of the film. But listen, John Cena seems funny. Viola Davis is still Viola Davis, so she seems awesome. The fact that Jai Courtney was one of the two good things about the first one, and they brought his ass back makes me interested. But we'll see, man. I'm definitely gonna go see it. They've at least earned my initial $1.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to give it a go because I mean it looks like it could be entertaining. Now, granted, that could always blow up in our face, but we'll see. I think this one might. I think they might have said, "All right, where did we screw up with the first one? Okay, let's not do that this time." Also, I also have some channel business I'd like to put out there real quick. From now on, Jared Leto should be referred to as Jared Letdown.
Fair.
That's fair.
That's very
That's
fair.
fair.
It's very fair.
Yeah, so that should be his new name for the channel. So they're the official.
Now, before we move away into our next topic, which is, it's got a funny title, but it's not that funny. Should I read the title to you guys?
Yes.
Sure.
The Flash
sure.
filming paused due to Batman Batcycle crash.
I'm sorry. One more time.
The Flash
let's
filming
hear that again.
paused. The Flash filming paused due to Batman Batcycle crash. Batman crashes bike, boys.
Is there a like? It seems like Hollywood's having a hard time with like older actors now. Like apparently, at a certain age, they just get real fucking clumsy. It
Well,
seems like
it's not an actor.
Okay,
Production
all
on The Flash halts after a camera operator is injured following crashing into a Batman stunt double aboard a motorcycle.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Please tell me they got this on tape.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, he was a cameraman, Kendo.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he could have been looking the wrong direction.
According to Glasgow Live, the double was driving the Batcycle while a camera operator followed on a motorcycle of their own. However, the crew member wound up colliding with the Batcycle and sliding underneath the vehicle. The cameraman on the bike was chasing the Batmobile motorbike and went under it, a witness said. The crew members were reportedly transported to the hospital via ambulance. The extent of their injuries have yet to be made public. I know it's weird to think, but like, imagine the surreal moment of being a doctor at a hospital and Batman is brought in because he had a crash.
I mean, yeah, that's
if he's not in costume, it's not worth it.
No, 100%. If he's brought in costume, it's gonna be a little better. You're like, oh fuck. Like half a
That's
second,
what I'm
you're
saying.
Like, wait,
like,
what?
This dude, this Batman guy that crashed was taken via ambulance, dressed as Batman to a hospital. That's just got to be the weirdest thing for a doctor coming to work. Yeah, I fixed up Batman today. Like,
yeah. I mean, we took off his mask. We know who he is.
We need a surgeon to the ER right now. You go run it down there, and it's fucking Batman. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, we're taking off his mask. I know he is, but I just signed an NDA as well, so I can't say.
Yeah.
I can't say.
now I got good news, boys. Michael B. Jordan is developing a Black Superman limited series for HBO Max, focusing on Val Zod.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So,
It's Val.
okay.
Thank God.
I'm unfamiliar with this. Who is that?
This guy.
Different unit. Yeah. It's the
Different
Black
universe? Okay,
Superman.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
that's cool. That's
Dion, we're gonna have
Yes.
two separate Black Superman movies. Why?
I mean, we know why. I mean, you know, they want to. It's the flavor of the month, right? You know, us chocolate folk right now are the flavor of the month, and they want to seem like they are supportive of that community. Which, you know, hey, listen, you know, I'm a grown man. You know, we're all grown. We get the business thought behind that. That being said, the issue with having, you know, too many chocolate Supermen is you forget to make the movie good. So so we'll see. Obviously, you know, HBO Max seems to have a different approach to these things. The actual movie itself, the theatrical release film, you know, I'm not super excited about it. Don't be giving me representation if the movie's gonna fucking suck. The Michael B. Jordan one, now that they've officially said that it's not Kal-El, it's got a shot to be pretty good, man. It has a shot to be good. And then, you know, hey, if it's good, at the end of the day, they can say, hey, we made a Black Superman. Y'all like us, right? Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe and sign up because we love you guys. We like Black people. Now we can prove it. We made a Black Superman.
Yeah, they also did Lovecraft Country, which was a god awful show.
Yeah. I got a video on that coming soon, Nick.
On Lovecraft Country, really?
It's a Lovecraft. It's not a show about Lovecraft Country, like every episode. It's about it and why it exists and why it shouldn't happen and stuff. One of those types of videos.
Gotcha. Yeah, because unfortunately, I watched a whole season. I was like, this is fucking terrible.
The funniest thing is like when people who watched it, when you ask them about the show, you look at their face, you can tell that they want to say it wasn't very good, but they struggle with like the verbiage to be like, you know, it was okay. Like my sister watched it, you know, and even she was like, I mean, it was.
When somebody does that, it was.
Yep.
You know it's bad. You know it's like, listen, just say it was bad and just give me like 5 adjectives about it.
It's like I'm not gonna judge you if you say it's fucking bad, you know. And she did to say that she was like, well, you know, it was, you know, I liked it. I'm like, we're not, you know, is it good or not? I get that you like. What it was, and I just bust out laughing. I was like, that's why it got canceled.
Yeah.
Well, also,
that's why I got canceled.
Also, like
it's a hallmark of a great movie review. Whenever it starts with "I liked it" and "it was good" is repeated 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also the first season that was the entire book. There's only one book, so I don't know how they're gonna make a second season. Just saying.
Well, they're not. What? No, wait. They came out with 2 seasons, right? Or was
No. One season. Only one season.
Oh, there ain't gonna be no second season. It
got canceled officially.
That shit got canceled.
It did, but like my idea was like you've done the entire book in one season. Like there's no way you could do a second season. Even if you tried, it would be like worse than the first. I don't know how that'd be possible. And I think HBO Max saw that and we're like, yeah, well, you guys are canceled. Sorry.
So, to the blubbering guy on screen, we will talk in a moment. The Major Spike 9000 says, "Can I interest you guys in the hot new MMO World of Warcraft? And if you enjoy base games, you pick up the expansions such as the Burning Crusade, Wank of the Dawn King, or Pussyclism."
What?
No, dude, good for you, sir. You picked you were able to retitle every one of their expansions.
Can we have Pussyclism as a word here we use on the channel?
Absolutely.
It's like the opposite of honey
what is his definition going to be? That's the question.
Is this the opposite of honey dick? Is that what we're going with?
Okay. So Pussyclism is like the opposite of the cockpocalypse, and I don't know what that is either, but we'll figure it out.
Damn it.
Come on, folks.
We're a steady morphing system here. So, but yes, I think we can all agree Pussyquism is now an official trademark phrase of WCBS.
Pussyquism.
It's a name for a group of cats. It's a pussyclism.
or a group of 2 or more very angry ladies.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I went to the bar and there was a Pussyquism there, and it got hairy real fast. I had to jet up out of there.
Oh, really? It got hairy fast at the Pussyquism.
Yeah, you get it.
You know
Samurai
what?
Vader.
Sadly, that works. That example works. I get it now.
Now, our friend Samurai Vader says, "Hello, world-class Ben Stillers. Buy Luigi's Mansion GameCube." I played Luigi's Mansion on GameCube. It's a fun game.
It is.
So, Adam Wofford, thank you very much.
I never owned a GameCube.
Say what?
I said I never owned a GameCube, so
I think you didn't miss much, and I know people are freaking out right now.
It had its moments.
It had its moments. I
had Super Smash Brothers.
Yep, and Rogue Squadron 2.
Yes,
like every Nintendo fucking thing that comes out. That game always comes out. That and Mario, like 42.
Listen, those Mario games are always fun.
Are they though?
Okay,
I enjoy them.
Dion, Mario games are more fun than Sonic 06.
That is, I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Now, our friend Adam Walford sends a very generous super chat. Thank you, Adam. He says, "So more bad news. GW, the owner of Warhammer 40K, has brought new guidelines where they will have a zero-tolerance policy for fan-made films or parodies. Also, the YouTube channel Bruca Alfabusa, the creator of TTS, has stopped working."
Yeah, we touched on that the week before the wedding, I think, that came out. Yeah, it's that's not the direction I would have went if I'm Warhammer 40K. I think that's clearly them trying to be more mainstream.
They can't really do anything about parody though. That's protected.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, whatever these guidelines are bullshit because parody is protected by law.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
that's why Weird Al's had such a long career and has never been sued.
Like,
He's been bitched at by Coolio, but he's never been sued.
Oh,
yeah,
there you
but
go.
you know what? He's just angry because Weird Al has more street cred than he does. So that's
There's
all.
that. There
I
is
mean,
that.
have you seen Coolio's had the same motherfucking hairdo since 1995? That's why.
Not true. He's bald. He doesn't even have the same hairline anymore.
Well, I mean, he's got the twig things going on, but
Twig
yeah,
things
he should be bald. I think is the way we should phrase that.
Yeah.
He needs to be bald.
Dude, those are just, extensions. It's the 2 strings. He's just got little patches of hair and he just goes and has those weaved in. That's all that is.
You could say that he's running out of love, fool.
I got something brand new for that ass. He was there for like 5 minutes. Hold on.
Dude,
Let's just
listen.
show-
Gangsta's Paradise
was a good
and what the funk song that he redid.
Oh my
Fantastic
God.
Voyage.
Yes, Fantastic Voyage, fantastic. What are you thinking, Coolio? What
God,
are
you're right. He
thinking?
does have twigs on his head. They look
You
horrible.
need to go bald, bro.
Just shave it. Don't just
shave it.
Just shave it.
See, well, here's where Coolio fucked up. He thought he was still going to be relevant after the 90s. What he should have done is he should have started his own cruise line called Coolio's Fantastic Voyage.
Yeah.
I'd have 100%.
Yeah.
I would have went on it. I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck, I don't know where this is going. It's just,
It would have been
Like the Hudson River.
it would have been pre Fire Festival for sure.
Yeah. His voyage going
John
to
Rule
Gangsta.
gives him a call. Can I get in on that?
Murder.
Did you ever watch his TV show?
Ja Rules?
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck was it called?
I don't know. It's got one of those stupid MTV titles, but I watched it.
Jaws Rules?
Maybe. We'll look it up. I was really drunk when I watched it. I kind of liked
I would
it,
be
though.
too.
Well, yeah, of course you were kind of like you were kind of drunk. So
Well, the thing is, he seems like a fine enough guy. Everything else around him was stupid. So it was called Follow the Rules.
It's even called Follow the Job.
That was a
Rules, but
joke,
okay.
Ja. You had a missed opportunity there, stupid.
Well, hold on.
You can't even
Follow-
make a fucking pun on your own name.
So, dude, Follow the Rules was an American reality show starring Ja Rule that premiered on October 26, 2015. It ended on December 7th, 2015, a day that will live in infamy.
oh,
I've got
Damn.
one question. Now, Follow the Rules. Was the DA and was there a Z at the end of rules?
No, it's just Follow the Rules. in
They
proper
really
order.
just fucked that up completely.
Well, the final episode of the show is titled "It's All Downhill from Here." So,
Damn. Damn.
That was
Oh my
that was not just a clever title. That was a prophecy.
yeah, Berta. So,
That poor bastard.
but Adam, to jump back to
he
your
had
message,
he had J-Lo for like a second.
Listen,
That was more
that-
while they were
listen,
shooting the video.
It was listen. I mean, it's J-Lo. I think it's very safe to say if homegirl likes something, she was probably throwing you a little slice during that video.
Yeah,
shoots.
remember,
being said-
remember everybody. She was a fly girl on In Living Color. Okay,
Yes,
Yeah,
100.
she's
she
a
was.
fucking dancer.
100%. If you can spend an afternoon with J-Lo where you get a slice, just fucking take your W. Just consider that you've won at life. Don't date her; she's fucking crazy. But again, hey, I can't blame him. I can't blame him.
now
Exactly, man.
I'm interested to see more about this, Adam, especially the parodies thing, because First Amendment it's protected by. So
Mhm.
what legal grounds? This will be a very interesting fight between fans and creators. Is it fan films have always enriched the experience. I don't get why they want to have zero tolerance. What is this, fucking drug abuse in school or something? Like, we have a zero tolerance policy. Well,
They put out a
have
DARE program to keep you from making shit about their product.
Oh my God.
just like the DARE program, the opposite's going to happen. And you're going to have all these people making... Everyone should go out and make a Warhammer 40K parody, because what are they going to do? Nothing. You're protected, only in America at least.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah.
protected under the First Amendment.
Even then, there's no way there's no way they're gonna spend the time and money and effort to sue everybody and do all this stuff. Like, at some point,
Let's find out.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, if you put some stuff on Etsy, yeah, they're gonna tell you to take it down, but like that'll be the extent of it. But yeah, if you make a Warhammer like short or whatever, like they're not gonna come after you. They're really not. I don't think so.
Well, the thing is, there's certain things they just can't do. If it's a flat out parody, not a product, like, you know, a Warhammer suit that's pink and that's the joke. It's like, oh, you made fun of this and changed the name to that and all that, and it looks kind of like it. Well, that's the reason why parody exists. So, I lost respect for the parent company when you make shit like this. It's stupid.
Well, I think again, a huge part of that is they're afraid of people using the name, which, you know, if you're a company and you don't really understand the dynamics of fan involvement with certain titles, I can see you thinking that. But, you know, the fact that no one's like, listen, this is just a bad idea optically, especially with our fucking franchise. So it's just not a good look. It's just really not a good look, because you're not gonna win that. And even if you do decide to try, you know, which so many companies do, is they try to bury YouTube channels and creators with litigation just to scare them off. Not that they actually give a shit. You know, and even if that's your plan, it's just not going to. I don't see it being successful. I just really don't.
No. So let's talk about. Just doing one thing on the back end here. Yes, I understand the implications of these actions. You too. So anyway, our buddy Jeff Hicks's disembodied charred phallus says, "Kendo, let me feel your white bread buns again." This person wants me to make my friend, which I'll do myself.
Don't.
Oh my god.
Oh, Dion, I'm going to read the next super chat as Buffalo Jeff from Crimer, who says Wang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Cock Rings.
That's a lot of cock rings.
That's a lot.
Are they all on
the same one, or is there 10 different ones? See, there's some layers there, and I do not want to.
Too many questions.
Yeah, too many cocks.
Too many cocks. It takes a lot to make it.
There was 10 cock rings on the shelf.
Bombshoot has a question. Didn't Will Smith have the exact same trying to do good by my daughter backstory in the first one?
Yep, it was the exact same.
Yeah.
So on screen in front of you is Kevin, whatever his middle name, Smith. Former champion of pop culture, really the counterculture. He was the voice of, honestly, a generation. He was that guy and meant a lot to a lot of people. And we have watched him systematically shill harder and harder and harder to the point where if he shits a pancake at this point. If it could breathe a check, he'll bend over for it. So this dude got tapped to work on He-Man, and I don't think it worked out for him. He seems pretty miserable. Look at the reaction to his fucking review right here. He is attacking fans. He can't handle it. It's the same shit. And I made a video about it the other day, and essentially I quoted a post that said, Kevin Smith created the pop culture landscape to critique these films and these things for not understanding source material. He's the guy that really planted that seed and championed it for decades. He even put out An Evening with Kevin Smith and then Evening Harder, which was part 2. And in it, he talks shit about Tim Burton not understanding source material from Batman 89. Like, this guy, like the post says, Kevin Smith literally made money bitching about somebody not following source material. So Kevin Smith is the world's biggest hypocrite for getting upset and tell people to grow the fuck up, when at the same age, Kevin Smith was out there shitting on Batman because, I don't respect him anymore. This is the one where I'm like, this is too much. You know, we've talked about him in the past, been kinder. I have to be, because allegedly we gave him a heart attack. But
true.
Yeah. But the He-Man stuff, while I'm not interested in the show, I'm interested because what the implications are. This is just like The Last Jedi and all these other franchise things where they bring it back to shit on it for some dumb reason. And now you got Kevin Smith trying to tell people He-Man comes back in the second half. It's like, you spoiled it and we're supposed to care? It's too late, Netflix.
Well, and again, he's doing this because he's so scared of being his past work being criticized and reviewed, and him being put in the same vein as people that have been canceled and been in trouble. Right. At the same time, the dude wants access, and someone had made one of the comments on your video was a conversation between essentially him and Rian Johnson, and it fits so well because the fact that we know it's bad, and the fact that we now know that he knows it's bad, is his fucking reaction. Grow the fuck up, bitch! You made a He-Man cartoon. Who the fuck are you to be telling people to grow up? What do you think this is going to be? Fucking a classic movie that's gonna or a series that's gonna win an Oscar or some Emmys or some shit? You made a goddamn cartoon based on a kids' TV show. Who are you to tell anyone else to fucking grow up? Everyone has the motherfucking responsibility and the right to criticize something that you made, that you hyped up specifically to get your brand and to get your name out there. So you telling people alone to grow up is fucking hilarious, you fucking crybaby. Secondly, like you had mentioned before, Jay, this is what you did, criticizing things. And in your mind, it deserved criticism then. But when it's you, oh my God, they're just immature and what are they calling it? Bad review bombing the fucking show. And it's like, goddamn, at what point do people like Kevin Smith take a second and say, is it being reviewed poorly because it's bad? Maybe they're reviewing it poorly because it's bad. It has nothing. The ego on this man to think that he's so important that people are just review bombing He-Man because they're mad about their childhood thing or whatever is laughable. Let me tell you something, K. Smith. You ain't that fucking important. You ain't been that important in a long time because of shit like this. You keep crying on a fucking TV, dude. So fucking calm down. Well, and he's just so full of himself now. It's ridiculous.
I saw an interesting article about the economics behind Kevin Smith's crying. Like, there's a whole, it exists for a reason. It's a planned thing. Yes. And being the blubbery bitch, like, you notice, I don't know if it was last year with COVID or something, or just we realized it's stupid, but the reaction trailers are no longer interesting, and the crying to nerd shit isn't like cool. It was never cool. It was never fun. It was never, I'm showing my emotions, how into this story I am. It was for fucking attention. All you people that cried after you watched the trailer, you wanted some YouTube notoriety so people would watch your channel, either make fun of you or feel for you or whatever. But it was all for attention. That's what Kevin Smith has done, and you've drawn yourself with such negative attention, or drawn negative attention to yourself in such a strong way. Like, it's been years that we've been calling him a shill. He's been doing it hard for Warner Brothers. He's been doing it hard for other things. Oh, he gets to direct The Flash. I wonder why. So, really, Kevin Smith is the story of let me scratch your back. Funny thing is, your back is on your cock, so he'll just whore himself out for any property and then cry about it. Like, how can anyone respect him or take his word seriously anymore? And like I asked on the council the other night, do you think this is going to affect Clerks 3? I think not enough.
Absolutely.
But I think people will not respect him.
I think it will. I mean, because, he, and the thing that I said that we've been saying for years, even collectively as a show, when you make things adversarial, you can't then go back and complain about people taking shots at you. When you start making things a me versus you can't make it about, well, it's just people being immature. You started this shit. He started this shit with Star Wars, where he's fucking crying at the Last Jedi and all this bullshit and saying that anyone who doesn't like it isn't a real Star Wars fan. So when you make fucking He-Man, you have to keep that same energy, boy. Don't puff your chest out to be a big man because you got your backwards cap and you've got a fucking remnants of a fucking heart attack, and you're this, and you had Fat Man on Batman, and Macaulay Culkin came down on your podcast one time, and you guys had a great time. You got to keep that same energy. So if you feel so strongly about He-Man, you should let it defend itself on its own merit. If people don't like it, you saying grow the fuck up just showcases that you had no fucking idea what you were fucking doing, and it backfired, and now you're upset about it. You know,
Yeah,
this
he
ain't the
tried-
same dude that's crying about fucking Star Wars when he's so goddamn sensitive when the show comes out, and lo and behold, the bait and switch he did in the show didn't fucking work.
Nope. So, I think this just rings badly for more classic franchises to get revived. Folks, there's a reason why, not even just geek culture fans, but there's a reason why we fans are always hesitant when they're going to bring back something. And that's why we cheered when we found out they canceled the Die Hard prequel, because nothing good can come from this. I love, revisiting a favorite. And when I want that, I just go turn it on. If I'm ever feeling the need for a film like Back to the Future, I watch Back to the Future. If I want to watch a film like The Goonies, I'll watch The Goonies, or I'll watch Monster Squad. But I don't need it remade. We live in a world where everything is documented and recorded. I don't need you to remake these films. I will go down to my local Best Buy, I'll pick up a copy of the movie on disc, and I'll watch it because you can't change it anymore. And that's it. That's the end of it. I wish Hollywood could understand that the secondary life for these movies is valuable, is rich, can be very financially verdant, but they need to stop diluting this shit with remaking and doing pointless crap, because the remakes cost tons of money. It's not like these movies are really cheap and then it doesn't really hurt the studio. These things are costing hundreds of millions of dollars. Fucking Dan Aykroyd was on record after the first Ghostbusters 2016 flop, like, oh, Paul Feig won't be welcomed back on the studio lot. Thankfully, Dan Aykroyd called that shit out.
Well, and I think the other side of it is it's not just it's that's a huge part of it, right? That's a huge part of why it doesn't work. We're not going to watch a remake when we can just go watch the original. The other side is the fans know when you're trying to pull a con. The remake shit is just a con. It's just a quick con to make a bunch of fucking money because they think the consumers are idiots. Let's just refurbish this thing that's a huge hit. We're giving it a new voice for a new generation, and we'll make $1 billion. That's all they're fucking doing, and it comes off in the movie.
Oh yeah. Now,
good. And that's saying a new version for a new generation. I fucking hate that bullshit.
Yeah,
with a passion. Because what is a new generation need their own Goonies or their own Star Wars or their own shit? It's like if they want it so bad, they'll support something about it or support something close to those things, or better yet, make an original version of that. A space battle and space wizards and shit. Make an original version of that. Don't remake it. Don't copy it. Just make an original version of it, like in its own right or something. Think of it as an original fucking idea and like build it up. So trying to tell kids nowadays, hey, look up from your fucking phones and TikToks, look at the screen and watch the movie. They're not going to. They don't give a shit. They really don't.
A great movie is timeless and it's for every generation.
Right.
Well, fucking said.
Right. That's what makes them last so long. That's what makes them profitable. And that's the piece that guys like Kevin Smith and guys like Rian Johnson and people like Kathleen Kennedy and people like Paul Feig don't understand. Like the lessons that were in the original movie aren't different just because it's been 20, 30 years. The lessons or the feeling or the overall message of the movie, it's not going to change because the people who are in it are collecting AARP now. Fucking Star Wars is a classic because everyone gets the fucking message of the movie. Everyone enjoys the movie for generations. You refurbishing it, you're not recapturing what the original did. You're not coming up with something new by copying an original. And that's one reason why 2016 Ghostbusters failed so hard. This idea that you're going to bring back the Ghostbusters, but hey, it's all girls now because girls are good and you should like girls, so you should also like this movie. That's a snake oil salesman's move right there. And that's why it lost $70 million fucking dollars. Not because all the fans are sexist and don't like women and don't like, Kristen Wiig and the chick from SNL. It's because the movie fucking sucked. You ain't telling me anything new. I can go and watch Ghostbusters the original any fucking time I want. The only thing that's different is you spent, well, not anytime I want, but you spent $100 and something million and you lost 70 million of it because you were so certain that you cracked the fucking code when all you did was just preach some bullshit trying to sell me a goddamn shitty movie.
Actually, the real reason why it failed was the Leslie Jones nude leak. That's what did it.
Listen. That movie, she may have been bad in that movie, but she gets bonus points because homegirl, she takes it on the chin, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, also, I mean, like if you want to put wokeness into it or whatever, like Ghostbusters is a perfect movie for that because like as soon as they like Ernie Hudson comes by, they're just like, all right, you want to work? Get in there. They treat him like a fucking equal immediately. Yeah. It's like, all right, you're here for the job. Get the fuck in there and work. No acknowledging anything else about him. Like, do what now?
If there's a paycheck in it, I'll believe whatever you say.
Yeah, exactly. Correct. And they never acknowledge him being different ever. He does himself when he's in jail, but never is it said anything else about him.
Right, that was the joke, and that's what made it so fucking funny. Is they didn't see it that way, but they all had so much chemistry. That's what made that joke funny, and that's one reason. And again, and we said, and again, I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but another reason it failed was you're saying, oh, we want girls to be into the sciences, but we're gonna make the fucking black chick drive the car. We're not gonna make her a scientist.
Yeah,
but trust me, she's part of the team,
and we're gonna make her the stereotype, the extreme stereotype.
Correct.
Yep.
Well, that's part of the directorial issues with that, where essentially Paul Feig's directing was telling them to be funny.
Right.
That didn't work.
No.
Well, and once again, like you made the fat chick every time she complained about her goddamn wontons. It's just like
I had some today and they were delicious.
Wontons are awesome.
That goes without saying, but I mean, in the movie, she kept complaining about her fucking food order all the time. It's like, so she is the fat one. Then you're just making her that way. It's like
because he was checking boxes, man. Okay, we got to have the fat chick, we got to have the black chick, we got to have the blonde chick who's quirky but still really smart,
and might be a lesbian.
And might be a lesbian, and we also got to have the bookworm chick that's kind of cute, and then we got to have the dumb guy
who might be a lesbian.
Who might be a lesbian, and he has blonde hair, and he was also Thor, but he's stupid, right?
He might be a lesbian.
Who might be a lesbian, and then we like that, like he was just checking boxes, and then again, and then bringing it back to our boy old Kevin Smith over here, checking fucking boxes. Well, I'm gonna have He-Man, but I'm gonna do the honey dick in the beginning, and it's gonna obviously be animated, but they all might be lesbians, and then we're gonna maybe kill the main person that you came here to watch and his main arch nemesis. But then when it doesn't work, I'm going to say, hey guys, don't worry, he's coming back. Like he was just checking fucking boxes.
Now, folks, we're going to transfer over to our last topic of the night in a moment, wrestling. So we'll be back in just a moment.
Shit, yeah, we got to get back.
Oh, wait, fuck that guy. Here's a better one.
This ecto-containment system that Spengler and I have in mind is going to require a load of Brad to capitalize. Where are we going to get the money?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That was it.
Darian217, thank you very much. Dan Aykroyd and company make royalties off Ghostbusters figures and merchandising, collectibles, etc. As we learned in the Sony hack from 2014 to 2015 in leaks Excel files, Dan and company have incentives to make a good Ghostbusters. Now, Darian, I agree. Right. Well, I agree that there's an incentive, but if there's also the same incentive back in 2014, 2015, why didn't they exercise more of that with Ghostbusters 2016 film? Meaning, if they already were on the, they already had this contract, this pull, what about these actors made them like the idea the first time they tried something different with Ghostbusters? All that being said, I still just want them to fix everything. That's it. Like, I think that's their big task. And also, too, if enough people feel like they did, they'll give it a pass, and it'll probably go like It Chapter 2, where people went out and saw it, and then that was kind of all she wrote.
Oh God, It Chapter 2.
Yeah, the first part was so much better.
Agreed.
Yeah. We reviewed that. Go watch that review.
I blame Finn Wolfhard because he grew up.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what it is.
Yep, it's the curse. If
It's all you,
kid in
Finn.
the movie, yeah. First Finn Balor, now Finn Wolfhard. No connection.
Jesus, you talk about disingenuous bullshit. Trying to make Finn Balor the LGBTQ plus poster boy for like a year. Jesus, that was rough.
I don't even consider him like a real actor. I mean, I know he's in movies and stuff, but like kid actors are just like, I don't know, they're just like a prop or whatever. I don't really think of them as having anything besides like, your job is to be the kid from Stranger Things. When you're older, I'm sure I'll see you in more shit. But in my defense with this argument too, like he essentially plays the kid from Stranger Things and everything.
Yeah.
What's
He's like Michael Cera, but less annoying.
Yeah. Much less annoying. Actually, I don't even dislike the kid. I don't think he's a bad actor at all. He's there.
No,
So,
I like him a lot. I'm a huge Finn Wolfhard fan. It's just like you said, the dude's getting typecast. I mean, obviously we'll see in the new Ghostbusters, but yeah, he's just been like, hey, be the kid from Stranger Things. And it was, hey, be the kid from Stranger Things, but you say fuck a lot more.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. I think it's funny. I love when he dunked on stupid ass Jimmy Fallon's ass on his show, but it's like, it's not, the dude's more of a, he's essentially getting the Olsen twin treatment. Like, you don't have to be particularly different. You just have to be the kid from Stranger Things.
now, El Gallo de Oro, you wait just a moment and we'll be talking about that. The Major Spike 9000 says, I don't like leaving a job unfinished, so coming soon. Mists of Pundaria, Wang Lords of the Dragnuts, Legion. I mean, I got nothing. Battle for Azeroth, and finally, Shaggonlands. Thank you, and good night. I don't know. Battle of Azeroth isn't that bad. Pundaria.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Such a sweet sounding name. TLJ Screwjob says, remember the Ghostbusters teaser? 4 scientists save New York. Nope.
Yep, I remember that. And as soon as that came out, everyone's like, no, you fucked up already.
Yep. Right out of the gate, you fucking stumbled. Good job.
So, folks, sometimes there's such thing as perfect product placement, perfect marketing, and sometimes it's so perfect that it backfires. So, Domino's distanced itself from bloody AEW deathmatch pizza cutter incident. Kendo, have you heard about this?
Yes, I did. So, what happened was, Chris Jericho, the man on the left there, he was the Painmaker the other night. AEW went full fucking deathmatch garbage wrestling style the other night because, in storyline, one of the best people they've got, MJF, is feuding with Chris Jericho. And to pull on the Greek legend, in order to face MJF again, Jericho has to complete 5 labors that MJF comes up with for him. And the second one was he had to get involved in a fucking death match with Nick Gage, who is only as a wrestler because he does the death match shit where he smashes the light tubes over people's heads and tries to slice them with pizza cutters and throws himself through panes of glass and stabs each other. Just the garbage fucking wrestling that anybody can do that doesn't take any skill except for being willing to fucking hit yourself in the head with, light tubes. And the other night they went into picture-in-picture mode, and in the process of going into picture-in-picture mode, Nick Gage had a pizza cutter and was cutting Jericho's face with it, all the while a Domino's ad ran in the side-by-side.
Yeah, I was trying to find a picture of the side-by-side, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah.
Jaded Kendo recapping wrestling is best jaded Kendo. Is best Kendo recapping wrestling.
Why does Chris Jericho looks like he listened to all of My Chemical Romance?
Because that's his Painmaker. Yeah, so Chris Jericho has a persona that he adopted when he went to wrestle in New Japan, where he is the Painmaker. And that requires him to wear spikes and a black fedora and paint his face up.
So he's a neckbeard. Okay.
And that's his extreme. That's his extreme side when he's willing to do anything it takes to win.
Why
Which
does
he did win.
Paint
He
himself
beat
up
Nick
like
Gage.
the Crow.
Because Sting already did that. Sting's down AEW.
So he can sell shirts on Hot Topic. That's why.
So, folks, we're gonna have to kind of go. Long story short, I've been on a mobile hotspot, and I just got notification that they're gonna throttle the shit out of me because, the Airbnb had terrible internet, and I had to use my phone mobile hotspot to stream everything: high councils, podcasts, Olympic coverage. So,
USA.
USA, bro. Now we have reached the end of our super chats, so we're gonna close this show out earlier. Is there anything you guys want to say before we go?
I'm the pain maker, son.
You're just painful to look at, Dion. It's fine.
That counts.
That's just mean.
I love you, buddy. I love you.
Nick, what do you have to say, buddy?
Nothing.
All right, Kendo, anything you'd like to say?
Next week on AEW, we get a rematch 20-something years in the making when Chris Jericho has to wrestle Juventud Guerrera. That might actually be decent.
Why? What is his obsession with wrestling Juventud, dude? Like, I get it. You like the guy. Y'all ain't got it.
No. The question you should be asking yourself is, what is Tony Khan's obsession with fucking recreating WCW?
Exactly. By the way, we will share this as our finale to close out the AEW pizza cutter thing. So, Dave Meltzer on Twitter. This is why I said what I said last night. It happened almost immediately. Domino's disavows AEW bloody pizza cutter spectacle on TNT. How does PBR respond? There we go. A PBR pizza cutter to Dave Meltzer.
I will say this. PBR's Twitter game is
it's awesome.
Good.
It's awesome. I started following them because they're so goddamn
is
funny.
it kind of like Wendy's? Like, is it like Wendy's?
It's a lot like Wendy's, but a little bit raunchier. A little bit raunchier.
Okay.
Yeah. Wendy's keeps it PG for the most part. PBR is just like, fuck it. We don't care. The people that are buying our product are adults anyway.
Yeah,
so
like they've referenced porno. They've referenced porno on their Twitter and shit in responses. PBR is hilarious.
Yeah, Slim Jim's also a good follow too because they're pretty fun to do. But yeah, PBR, everybody should go. I mean, even if you don't like PBR, I do, but go follow PBR's Twitter because it is extremely entertaining.
Perfect for tailgates.
Yeah.
Hey, Yakase. There you go, buddy. So, folks, we will. I will be back in the next couple of days. We're going to be traveling across the country, taking my car back. So it's going to be an interesting couple of days. So we won't have a show next week. We'll be back the week after that, and we'll be back on track for everything. So from all of us here, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Oh, shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!